I believe this is something that really needs to be spotlighted.
If you've ever had the putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like the frogs. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Frogs. Place point. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, succubus with goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. Dump it. Charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop and blood on it, especially up to his ankles. Trump charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop. Goblin vomit and slop. I'm not expecting him to not get dirty slop. Kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, succubus with goblins, in bed with a goblin. Kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday on a Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well today. Ooh, I'm a little rough. We'll work with it. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Discord isn't working for me, the announcements tab, so I can't send out the, notification on Discord, which is unfortunate, so we might have fewer people here than we normally do, but that's okay. How are all of you? Let's see how chat's doing. Mike Max with 20 bits says, hello everyone, happy Pride Month for you, Hannah Baha and everyone. Happy Pride Month to all of you as well. Buttershave says, hello all, hi Hannah, hi, how are you? Wing the Ultimate Nug says, hashtag Pride, remember, it's illegal to be straight this month. I'm safe. Puka the Duka says, hello Hannah, hello, how are you? Kirthan says, reminder to everyone to hit the notification bell in case of Discord snafus. Good reminder. Oh, I gotta reset the sub goal too. Shoot. Give me 1 second while I do that, because I forgot. I can fix that. I can fix that real good. Ooh, we're on a hype train. Nice. I'll get to some of those notifications in just a second. I just have to screw with this. Sorry. Sub goal. Gotta change the goal. End goal. June sub goal. We're gonna go for 250 because we didn't get it last month. And then 7/1/2021. We've done it! June sub goal begun. Okay, so a lot of people are doing the hype train. Thank you, everyone. Remember, every level of the hype train gets me another level of my tinfoil garb. Krizia, thank you for subscribing for 10 months. Shamrock Star, thanks for gifting a sub. eTune2350, thank you for 100 bits, says hello. Marusama says, did I get that top when you went out with Baha? I love it. Can you show it off? Oh, this? No, I've had this for a while. I just haven't worn it in a bit. But yeah, it's cute. It's kind of like old style comic booky stuff. Puka the Duka with 100 bits says hype. Ashiboo74 says pretty Hannah. Thank you. I got my hair is iffy. So I'll deal with it later, but thank you. Bitter Grin, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. Chokin on Ashes 61, thanks for 100 bits. Bardlock Moses, thank you for 100. One Speedy Yoshi says, hi Hannah, looking great today. Too bad Black Santa is dead in the background. Spent way too much on bits last month, so gonna need to rein it in this month. Happy Pride. Thank you, and then there's a link. Nice. Hot Bees, thanks for 100 bits. Quebec Lynn, thank you for converting from a Prime Game sub to a Tier 1.
Come on over here. Come on, coward. Coward. I know.
Bardlock Moses, thanks for 100 bits. Magnetar707, thank you for 13 months, says, do we know if we're going to get another Alive before the finale of Charisma Saves? Also, happy Pride Month. Hope you're doing well. We were supposed to do one today, but Randy, needed a mental health day, which I completely understand. He's a doctor. He's dealing with a ton of stuff, so, not today, but perhaps next week. Sky Comet Fallen with 100 bits says, bits for tinfoil. Kirthan with 100 says, Hannah, I thought your top was in the lab right now. Oh, Baha's probably busy right now. She may be in the lab, yes. Quiet185, thank you for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs to the community. MH Darkbeast says, afternoon, Hannah. You're looking amazing today. Looking forward as always. Looking fabulous as always. Isn't it amazing how hilarious Trump abandoned his blog? Poor baby Dumpy. Yeah, did you guys see that? Trump had a blog that was basically like a fake Twitter feed just for him, and they're shutting it down. I guess it didn't get enough views, and it made him sad. Bardlock Moses says, Randy works a lot, it seems. He does. He works really hard. So I get it. I hope he has an enjoyable evening of relaxing as much as he can. Quig the Chig with 100 bits, thank you. Oh, someone sent a brand new gavel, by the way. We did a PO unboxing yesterday, and this gavel says on it... Let me switch. We're at 49% to level 5, so we're almost at the complete tinfoil armor. Quig with 100, Fairly CC with 100 says, Pride biddies for Pride Month, wishing my fellow queers all the love, rights, and money. Thank you. This says, be trippin'. I don't know if you can see it. And it has a Freemason star on it. So thank you to the person who sent me this new gavel. I appreciate it. Bardlock Moses, thank you for gifting a sub. Profane Priestess with 20 bits says, I'm so hyped today. It's Pride and Critical Role's 7-hour finale is tomorrow night. What's up, Hannah? How do? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. A little tired, but I've been tired a lot recently, so I'm used to it. I'm good. I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it. Things that rhyme are usually the things you should say if you have the opportunity. Quig the Chig says, I got a new kitty. Well, I stole a new one from my stepsister, but she's cool with it. Oh, I hope the kitty likes their new home. So yeah, let's see what we're taking a look at today. We're at 73% to level 5, so we're pretty close. This is a video saying Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton know the Earth is flat with a dome firmament. Very specific, so that's good. It's not flat, but without a dome. This is Call for an Uprising, talking about what he perceives to be a rise in Satanism. We might watch that one, but there's another video by him that I like a little better for today, but I guess we'll have to check it out and see. This is Nathan Oakley. This is the guy that did the "So no downward bias." That guy. He's yelling about the moon or something now against someone. This is the other Call for an Uprising video that I think's probably the one we're gonna watch. It's just about Pride Month in general. And he's probably super mad about Pride Month. And I find that kind of funny and cathartic, so we'll take a look at that. Red Werewolf with 20 bits says, Happy Pride! The bakery I work at has allowed us to go out, so we made rainbow and trans cupcakes today. Oh, nice. Oh, go all out, rather, not go out. Sorry. Nathan is still on his Flat Earth World Tour, so we'll check in with him. Jilly Juice is going to explain where disease comes from to us. Peter still thinks Trump is coming back to the White House, and apparently so does Trump. Maybe something from Daniel Pratt, though he's kind of annoying, so... Bob Larson has a new exorcism with a murder demon. Maybe Gaia, we still haven't really taken a look at them. And then there's just some, like, emergency videos in case we need to bail from the other ones. This one talks about something that we almost never have talked about, but... Quebeca Lynn with 100 bits says, I recently came out as bisexual to my boyfriend, and his response was, I kind of figured. Oh, so close. We got to level 4 on the hype train. We didn't quite get to level 5. That's cool, though. Let me get the 4 levels of tinfoil garb. Let me put something on. Sky Comet Fallen says, I don't understand why Chuds hate Pride Month. I mean, they're more prideful than anyone. June is for Jesus. Thank you for following. Oh boy, I'm sure that won't be a troll. One Speedy Yoshi says, can we make pride snickerdoodles? Also, start with either Jilly Juice or Peter, perhaps. Let me put something on while I get the tinfoil going. Because straight pride has always failed. True. Here, watch this guy eat disgusting steak. This is the worst steakhouse or something in his area, in his state. And I'll put on my tinfoil.
What's going on, Foodie fam? It's your main man, Dame Drops. We are back this time, however, with the worst reviewed steakhouse in my state. In the description box below, in the comments below, I will have the link for the best reviewed steakhouse in my state. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at official Dame Drops, because usually you have more direct access to let me know what it is that you want to see. Aside from me reading it in the comments. Of course, in the comments, let me know other joints you want me to hit, baby. Now let's get right into these reviews. Ooh. So we're sliding up over here to American Steakhouse. Now this is the lowest rated steakhouse in Connecticut with 45 reviews, 2.5 stars. They're all here on 1170 East Main Street, Meriden, Connecticut. Now I gotta mention, American Steakhouse been around for years. I mean...
Mike Max with 20 bits says, have you heard that some in China was the first person to get H1N3? Trump stated that he will return to the White House in August. And does this count as a chud? Yeah, I heard about these things. One was, I think, a bird flu thing, Trump being an idiot, and then I don't know about this person. I'll have to check him out another time. Von Tuck says, Peter is pretty accepting for a member of a cult. I feel like he has good nature clouded up by bad nature and shame. Yeah, Peter's a sad situation. Wing the Ultimate Nug says, solidarity with our BDSM and kinky friends. I'm very upset. It's very upsetting. A lot of leftists fell for right-wing propaganda and are saying kink shouldn't be allowed at Pride. We're not doing the kink discourse. Like, I'm just not talking about it, period. Not having that shit happen. I don't want the whole chat to turn into a flame war. We are doing bingo today, yes, because we didn't do it yesterday. Where did I put my gloves? Oh, here they are. Found. What does Peter think of General Flynn saying we should have a coup like Myanmar? He's probably into it. Will I be going to see Spiral? Will I be going to see it? No. I'm a big fan of the Saw movies, but I just don't really have an interest in seeing it in theaters. I'll wait till it comes out on Stars or whatever channel picks it up when it's done in theaters. One Speedy Yoshi says, nope, just read that one. Mike Mack says, but Hannah, kink shaming is my kink. That's gotta be complicated, I would think. Where's that guy? I want to see how the steak was.
I remember going there when I was a kid, alright? So, being the fact it's been around for years, let's see what's changed, because the last time I've been there, I was probably like 8 years old. The food is good if you're hungry enough, but I can't really speak for the salad bar since I rarely go up for salad bars, and the times I did go up didn't look overly healthy. The sides they offer with every meal, even lunch, are fries or a baked potato. Then it also comes with bread. In my opinion, they need healthier options and updated decor because the decor is dark and dated. I don't mind certain menu items because I only go to this restaurant sometimes because they need healthier options and up-to-date decor. Food is years old. There was an American Steakhouse out in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So if this was around as long as the Bridgeport location was around, dude, you still looking like you rocking in the 80s. Y'all made enough money by now, you could have updated this.
I want to see the steak.
Why is my steak looking as old as the location? But look, this is what we do. We do the best and we do the worst, so I still got to take a bite.
One Speedy Yoshi says, what saw trap would I like to be stuck in to most likely survive? None of them. I know that's not a good answer. What's a better answer? I'm pretty sure there was just one where they just had to push a button and it would stab their eyes out. At least I could do that. I could push a button because it's divorced enough from the act of actually mutilating yourself that I could probably force myself to do it. Whereas with any of the other ones where it's like you gotta cut into yourself or do this or that, I physically don't think I could make my body hurt myself in that way. Mike Mack says, can't wait for Loki, Eternals, Spider-Man, Black Widow, and my hero for horror, Halloween hero for Halloween, Halloween Kills. Yeah, I like that last Halloween movie.
I hit that steak. That steak was tougher than alligator skin. Now, medium well steak, you can still get a nice little tender bite on medium well. Medium rare, you're getting an extra tender bite. Rare, you getting dumb wild tender, right? Medium well, you can still get a tender bite. You still get that butter flare. If it's seared up just right, it's a nice little bite. My porterhouse steak looked like misery and depression. If you look at my steak looked like an overcast. It looked like the weatherman came inside American Steakhouse and said, there's an overcast over all the steak you guys prepared today because it's going to be cloudy and gray. Cloudy and gray. That's the type of steak that I got served up. Now, the juice was
Thanks
loose.
for 300 bits.
The juice got loose, but I don't know. I don't know if that was them pouring water on it. I don't know if that was the rain. That might have been the rain on my overcast steak. I didn't ask for your crunchy chicken thoughts, and I didn't ask for an overcast steak, but I got steak overcast. That's another -2. Boo-boo the fool. Boo-boo the fool, cuz you don't serve overcast steak at a steakhouse, baby. That's why y'all got a 2.5, and even that's a lie. Someone
Mike
gave y'all
Mack says
2.5
that steak looks
because
alive, and Felix Night Owl, thanks for subscribing for 5 months. Says happy June
But
Pride, Hannah. Thank you.
I will admit, and I won't trip, I will admit, I kept going. I hit that baked potato. It was
Okay, that's enough of a preamble. Let's get into the conspiracy goodness, shall we? What do we want to start with? I guess we're gonna start with our favorite conspiracy theorist, Peter Hanna, who's still at this Q-Anon nonsense, still in a gun cult, allegedly. Let's see how he's doing.
22, something has to be done. What is happening in Arizona is such a big story.
I'm skipping right to him. I don't care about his intro.
Be back.
The Republican voter wants this story.
Trump will be back very soon. Majestic 12 was asked point blank, will Trump be president again? And Majestic 12 said very soon. Now,
Okay, so to be clear, this is on Telegram, which is a social media site that a lot of these Q people are into. Hydrate, thank you. And there's an account that I guess claims to be Majestic 12. Now, Majestic 12, according to Peter and other conspiracy theorists, is a secret governmental organization that deals with sort of top secret Men in Black type situations. And I mean that literally. He does believe that they hide the existence of aliens. So, this is the level we're on today, in case you're curious what he's talking about.
now I'm going to get into how trustworthy is Majestic 12, whether this could be disinformation, and how this combines with all the other information I've said. And also I'm going to tell you other very exciting things that Majestic 12 said, and some scary things Majestic 12 said.
What happened to Peter's external screen? That's a good question. You're right, he had like a 40-inch, 50-inch TV behind him before. I wonder if he had to pawn it.
My name is Peter Hanna. This is Peter's Trump Updates. Click on the subscription button below and share, like this video with everyone you can to support me. And I also have donation links in the description below. So let me dive right into it. Majestic 12 is my favorite source in the entire world because of all people who've ever existed in all of human history, Majestic 12 is the source of information that is by far my favorite. Why? Because Majestic 12, which is the most powerful organization to ever exist on Earth, they have a ton of information, and they do these things called AMAs, Ask Me Anything, which comes from Reddit. These Reddit IMA, Ask Me Anything, AMA, and
Fontuck says, oh no, is Trump going along with the reinstatement by August thing now? I wonder what this means in terms of QAnon behavior when this fails to happen. Hopefully Trump doesn't stir them up too much. Yeah, Trump reportedly has been telling people privately, this was reported on in the last few days, that he's going to be back by August in the White House. It's hard to tell if it's genuine narcissistic self-delusion or if it's a intentional strategy to stir up the people like Peter into doing something akin to January 6th again, which would go even worse for them a second time if they attempted it, considering different people are in charge now. I really, really hope Trump is just being delusional and not intentionally trying to rile people up. That would be bad. Sky Comet Fallen says, is Majestic 12 the new Q? I mean, it's certainly a anonymous source of information, air quotes, that Peter takes more or less at face value because they tell him what he wants to hear. So, for him at least, yeah. Paws Patrol says, fun fact, Telegram was mostly furries before the conservatives moved in, so technically all these chuds are congregating on a furry site. Good job, furries. See what you've done? Pyromancer says, bets on another attack on the Capitol when August passes without results. I don't know about the Capitol, but I would not be shocked if in the next year or two, rather, we start seeing incidents of individuals doing some dumb stuff. Mike Mack says, I couldn't find Marcel's second channel and look at his LinkedIn. He states his IQ was 131 and it could be higher. I'm sure he does have that.
So we actually get to ask questions to Majestic 12. And one of my questions, actually two of my questions, got answered. And I'm a little starstruck. I'm like, oh my gosh, the most powerful organization in the whole...
Peter asks them, is Ghost Ezra trustworthy? Which is another Q person, like... someone who hangs out on Telegram and posts QAnon-related stuff. He's also a flat earther. So Peter asks, is Ghost Ezra trustworthy? Majestic 12 says no. Peter says, is Ghost Ezra disinformation? And again, the people claiming to be Majestic 12 say yes. Tucker White says, so what the F is this Majestic 12 shit? Basically Men in Black. Think Men in Black.
The world actually answered my question. But this episode is about how somebody asks in one of these AMAs, Majestic 12 point blank, will Trump be president again? And Majestic 12 said, very soon. This is really exciting because, I mean, if you've been following my videos, you know that Mike Lindell's been saying this, Lynn Wood's been saying this, General Flynn's been saying this, Trump's been saying this.
And they've been wrong so far. Funny how that works.
All the people in the know have been saying the same thing. They've all been...
You need to surround yourself with less crazy people then, because apparently you surround yourself entirely with delusional people who only get their news from places like Telegram, which isn't news, it's a conspiracy website at this point.
Saying that great things are happening, this is going to be a great year, to be hopeful, trust that Trump's going to come back, like...
Pyromancer says, just like the rapture will be during our lifetime. It's Schrodinger's doomsday. It is constantly about to be and not about to be doomsday. Perpetually.
Not directly, but they've been hinting at it, you know, with Lynn Wood saying, like, oh, if you think Trump's going to let people get away with everything, then you don't know Trump, you don't know the military, and then Mike Lindell's like, oh, this year we're going to all unite under God. It's going to be amazing. Greatest event ever. General Flynn is like, don't count Trump out. It's not over yet. And then you have so many people who are coming forward saying the exact same thing. People who talk to Trump, who work with Trump, who are trustworthy.
Again, you're just assuming they're trustworthy because you assume Trump is trustworthy, and you assume Trump is trustworthy based on seemingly faith And I know he would come at me and be like, well, it's just experience. Trump has never lied to me before. Yes, he has, Peter. I could pull up a webpage right now with hundreds of very specific things that Donald Trump has said that have been lies. Tucker White says, is it wrong that I'm more annoyed that the word subscribe isn't completely visible? Yeah, not great blocking. He should move a little bit. That way. Tucker White said, also, which gourd are we uniting under? Pumpkin. Should be pumpkin.
And they're all saying the same thing. Patriots are in control. And so this aligns perfectly. Even Steve Bannon, who said August 15th inauguration, and then you have Mike Lindell saying in August Trump will be back. And now you have Majestic 12 saying again, Trump will be here very soon. Now, what does very soon mean? That's an important question. Very soon sounds like within 1 to 3 months. I'd like to know in the comments section, please answer this question, because I'm curious and I have a lot of respect for my viewers. My viewers are very intelligent. I love the comment section. I read all the comments. And answer this question. What does very soon mean? What does
Just chat. Quick question. What does this very common series of words next to each other mean? What if we take the word soon, and then we take the word very, and we just put them together? What do these words mean? I'm puzzled. What does very soon mean, chat? Someone give me an explanation that would make me feel good about my delusions, please, and allow me to hang on to them as long as possible. Mike Mack says, funny how extremist Christians want the rapture to happen but start a cult where they think their enemies will cause the end of the world. I thought that was what people wanted. You know, it's similar to how there was, like, historically, and there still is so much anti-Semitism, and some of it has the basis in, like, oh, they killed our savior or whatever. And it's like, well, isn't that what it was supposed to happen? Aren't you guys happy about the martyrdom? Isn't that necessary for the whole wiping you free of sins thing? I guess I don't get it. Two Man says, oh, you use Telegram, so are you a furry or a conservative? The worst answer you could get is yes. Tucker White says, so how does Peter reconcile the fact that multiple times the prediction that Trump would retake office haven't come to fruition? Probably typical QAnon stuff that either disinformation is necessary, so they'll say, like, oh, they have to lie to us sometimes to throw off the deep state, or they'll say the deep state has somehow impeded Trump's organization from fully taking power. Basically, like we're in a 80s cartoon show like He-Man or something where the status quo has to be maintained so there's ever more drama to get into. So at the end of the episode, it's just the deep state going, we'll get you next time, Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is, I don't know, at his place planning the next episode. You get the point. They think the world works like that, and that, oh, Trump was going to be in office at this day, but the deep state stopped him, or something. A Geek with a Guitar 99, thanks for subscribing for 10 months, says, haven't been able to catch a live for a while, get my degree results tomorrow, wish me luck. Well, I hope you get the results you want.
What does that mean? Does that mean in a week, in a year, 2 years, 3 months? According to my English understanding and my understanding of politics, that sounds
We're drawing from a very shallow well. God damn it. We're drawing from a very shallow well here, then. Jilly Foo says, open Twitch, saw Peter's face on Hannah's stream. Let's go!
like about August. That sounds about August, which is the third entity, I guess you could say, that has confirmed Trump will be back. He'll be president again very soon. Now, that's my interpretation, 2 months. Now, is Majestic 12 trustworthy? Majestic 12 has made thousands, around 13,500 public statements.
How many public statements have I made? Hold on. Let's just look, just looking at Twitter, how many tweets have I made? Maybe it's only on mobile they show specifically how many tweets you've done. I've made many, many, many public statements. That doesn't inherently make me credible.
I've read all of them. Every single public thing that the Majestic 12 organization has ever said publicly, I've read it.
Peter, you also tried to feed your wife poison. You made CBD with isopropyl alcohol and gave it to your pregnant wife. I don't trust you. Lord Necro Jay-Z says, we still got till August from the mouth of the Cheeto himself. I know. That's going to be fun. Princess Amelia says, your total number of tweets is right at the top of the desk on desktop. Oh, I missed it.
They're my most vetted source ever. And part of what made me trust them was I couldn't debunk anything they were saying.
Peter, you're a bad debunker. Just because you can't debunk something doesn't mean smarter people can't. You're a nice guy, Peter, but you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? A wise ogre once told me that. 0M80 says, getting off work soon, we'll be back. Cool.
And what really sold me on the fact that they were good guys and they were telling the truth is because over and over and over and over again, they recommend cannabis as a medicine.
Baja.
Oh, I have a health problem. What do you recommend, Majestic 12? Cannabis. Do this for cannabis.
Oh, so he trusts the men in black because they say smoke weed every day. Dank. 420, am I right, my fellow stoners? Does Peter just inherently trust anyone that smokes weed? That's a bad sign.
Carboxylate cannabis. Use this cannabis. This cannabis will will decalcify your pineal gland.
Maybe I like a nice and calcified pineal gland, okay? Von Tuck says, at Majestic 12, wait, isn't that just investigation into UFOs from the 60s? I don't know. Let's take a look. Majestic 12. Majestic 12, also known as MJ12 for short, is a purported organization that appears in UFO conspiracy theories. The organization is claimed to be a code name for the alleged secret committee of scientists, military leaders, and government officials formed in 1947 by executive order by Harry S. Truman to facilitate recovery and investigation of alien spacecraft. The concept originated in a series of supposedly linked secret government documents first circulated by ufologists in 1984. Upon examination, the Federal Bureau of Investigation declared the documents to be completely bogus, and many ufologists consider them to be an elaborate hoax. Majestic 12 remains popular amongst some UFO conspiracy theorists, and the concept has appeared in popular culture, including television, film, and literature. So, basically, the Men in Black. It's the Men in Black. Blackwing Hecate says, Hannah, I should be starting HRT next Tuesday. Congratulations! Jilly Foo says, you smoke the devil's lettuce, sir? Clearly you are trustworthy. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. Snoop Dogg does.
And the only medicine an entity recommends is cannabis. That adds tremendous credibility and creates a ton of trust with me specifically because I've written 4 books. I published 4 books on medical properties of cannabis.
Peter is self-published 4 books, okay? Like, hey, writing a book's writing a book. I haven't done it. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't have the attention to sit down and write a book. But you self-published them, which is different than getting published. Okay, Peter, let's be clear. Blackwing Hecate says, also, Telegram is an instant messaging service, so it's more AIM than Twitter. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sky Comet Fallen says, oh, Expert has a ridiculous title. What would the title be? Did he say a title?
And know very well that it's the best medicine ever to exist on planet Earth. The best natural medicine, by far. Like a plant with hundreds of medicines in it. And if you know a lot about medicine, which I do know a lot about natural medicine.
AKA he sits around all day and smokes weed while Googling QAnon stuff. He knows a lot about natural medicine, okay? He's high 80% of the time.
I do know cannabis replaces all pharmaceuticals. I do know that, generally speaking, it could be the only medicine we would ever need. And if you have a health problem, there's a good chance cannabis can fix it. Now,
You hear that, diabetics? Stop giving in to big insulin. This is a joke, obviously. Don't do that. Peter's wrong. He's making false health claims here.
if it requires surgery, cannabis can't fix it. But if it's a disease, if it stems from pH imbalance or homeostatic imbalance or...
Speak for yourself, Peter. I broke my leg once and rubbed an edible brownie on it, and it got better within 24 hours. Checkmate. R. Wester V, thank you for subscribing for 9 months. 9-month streak. This stream baby's name is Hannah Peter. Hannah Peters is the name of this baby.
Or blood sugar problems or is a disease, cannabis can fix or cure that problem.
No, it can't.
Here was Majestic 12 saying they're the most incredible, most powerful, most intelligent organization to ever exist on Earth. And they're like, yeah, Peter's right. Cannabis, all the way. It's the only medicine I recommend. And that's rare. It's very rare for someone to be like, just go with cannabis. Just try cannabis. Like,
people so rarely agree with me. When I find someone who does, of course I assume they're right. Andrew Patella says pH imbalance, homeostatic imbalance. Aren't those homeopathic bullshit? Yeah, he might as well be talking about the 4 humors. Pyromancer says, just mix cannabis into clay and repair yourself. Blackwing Hecty says, will smoking weed give me boobs and get rid of my body hair? Unfortunately, no. Mike Mack says, do we need Dr. Cox saying you're wrong again? I can picture it. Cool Cat says, soon transitional hormones will be replaced by cannabis. That'd be, yeah, okay.
Like, that's actually extremely rare. So I was like, wow. I know for a fact that cannabis is the best medicine in the world. It's the only medicine I would recommend.
I find it interesting how revealing Peter's being here accidentally, in that he's admitting he literally believes this account and thinks they're 100% credible, specifically only because they also espouse this same alt health nonsense that he likes. Like, that's it. That's all it takes, is them agreeing with him on one other fringe issue, and then he'll believe them on every other fringe issue. Like, that's a terrible thought process. How could he not take a step back and think about what he's saying for 5 seconds? Here you go, Baja.
Other than Kratom. Kratom's pretty good too. And here is a Majestic 12, and they're saying, yes, cannabis cures cancer. Yes, cannabis is amazing. Use it for this, use it for that. Decalcify your pineal gland. This is how you make cannabis medicines. Cannabis is going to rid the world of diseases. They were saying this after I said it, and that built a ton of trust in me, because I was like, first of all, only good guys would say this, and second...
Again, it's almost this infantile worldview, where if you agree with me, it must be because you're a good guy, and if you disagree with me, you're it's not just that we disagree, or that we one of us is wrong. It has to be, you agree with me, you're a good guy. You disagree with me, you're evil. You're the enemy. You're against me. Like, this is such an unhelpful, toxic view of the world. Oh no, Peter.
Second of all, only extremely knowledgeable entities or groups of individuals would know this in the first place. And so they know what they're talking about, and that built a lot of trust in me. And then they were predicting events. They're like, oh, UFOs are we're gonna fly over with our alien spaceships over the July 4th Trump event. They did it, and they provided pictures of it. They predicted...
Wait. Peter thinks that aliens flew over a Donald Trump rally, and he has not brought this up before? Why you always gotta bury the lead, Peter? Come on. Andrew Patella says, wait, is the whole Q-Anon community a huge feedback loop? M12 is picking up Peter's BS, and Peter is using that to prop himself up? Yes, it's a lot of that. It's a snake eating its own tail of sources, air quotes. TubeMan642 says, "Aw yeah, weed number, one medicine, take that penicillin." Everything else is taken, yo. Thanks for 13 months. Sky Comet Fallen says, "Only the Sith deal in absolutes, Peter," which in itself is an absolute. Irony.
Did many things. They've tweeted the same time Trump has many times. They provide mountains of truth and proof, and I 100% trust them. So
Mountains of proof and truth. That proof and that truth is literally just that they advocate for the same drug therapy that he likes. With no medical knowledge. Mike Mack says, "QAnon is the Ouroboros of idiocy."
is Majestic 12 trustworthy? 100%. They're tied with Trump as the most trustworthy source that I have ever had. So I 100% trust it. But just like Trump, just like the 17 movement, just like any good guy, bad guys listen to the good guys, and so the good guys have to put out some disinformation. So every once in a while,
Peter, if they're worried about the bad guys, air quote, getting information, you know what would help? Not posting their plans all over the internet. Have you ever thought about that? That it makes no sense that if you're doing some sort of covert operation, you'd be like, "Hey, who in the office is posting everything that we are planning to do to save the world on the internet? Could you stop? Could you stop, please?" Andrew Batella says, "Please keep truth and proof in different compartments. You don't want them blowing up on you."
Trump or General Flynn or someone will put out a little lie, not because they're evil or doing something nefarious, but because they're trying to throw off the enemy. So, in theory, it's possible that Mike Lindell, Steve Bannon, and Majestic 12 are all saying Trump will return around August as a lie to trip up the deep state and make...
Just as he moves the goalposts to August, they go, "All right, should we take the wheels off the goalpost and plant it here?" No, leave the wheels on. We might need them in August. We might have to move it again. So just leave the wheels on it, okay?
Make them panic in August and then mess up their plans. It's possible. I think it's unlikely. From what Majestic 12 has been saying, we are in the middle of the storm. The storm, as I said in my previous video, started when Joe Biden became president, and we're in the middle of the storm, and the storm will be ending soon. The war will be over soon. And what's also interesting about what Majestic 12 has been saying is how Trump will be president. This is particularly interesting. Majestic 12 has said that... Someone asked, will the military or Trump remove Biden as president? And he said no. And they're like, well, how is Biden going to be removed? How's Trump going to be president? What's going to remove Biden? And Majestic 12 said World War III. Now, I think we are already in the middle of World War III, but I'm not exactly sure what he meant by World War III.
Chat, what does World War III mean? Pyromancer says, "Seems like a lot of subterfuge from someone who can see into the future." Hey, looking glass time travel technology is very complicated, I'll have you know. Mike Mack says, "Didn't Peter say that the Illuminati already lost?" Yeah, but that was last week. Don't worry about that, okay? We live in the now, man, okay? We live in the now. Jilly Fu says, "Think Peter's parents took his second monitor away for his QAnon sense?" God, I hope so.
Sometimes Majestic 12 is general or cryptic like that. Cryptic, and you just have to, understand, try to figure out what they mean. So they're saying the military and Trump will not remove Biden. It'll be World War III that will. That's kind of an odd statement, very specific statement. But they did say Trump will be president again very soon. So we're in the middle of World War III, and it's going to heat up, and by August, Trump will be back. That's very much what it sounds like. Now,
get ready, everyone. World War III's coming. Blackwing Hecty says, "If World War III happens, we're that much closer to GITS happening?" I don't know what that means. Fieldwood L, thank you for subscribing for 5 months, says, "No idea what World War III is, but we're definitely in it." Puka says people like Peter want Armageddon so bad. I know. Is Peter grounded? He's not grounded. He just has restrictions on screen time. Von Tuck says, World War III. We forgot nukes exist, so it was pretty chill. It's convenient.
Now, other information that Majestic 12 said that I found particularly interesting is that the quantum financial system is real and it's coming. And
The Mike Mack says, World War III for one person. Right. Here's this question. This Dave guy asked, is the quantum financial system coming? And the answer is yes. It's interplanetary technology. So, yes to aliens and also a quantum financial system, which I'm pretty sure means nothing. Okay, it might have some actual definition that some, futurist has been like, let me explain what I think quantum currency would be. But, like, it definitely means nothing to Peter. You know what I mean? Peter, if I asked him, what's a quantum financial system? He would have no specific definition. It just sounds like a sci-fi thing, so he's into it. Blackwing Hecate says, Ghost in the Shell is Git. Gotcha. I haven't seen it. Von Tuck says, Peter, if you like the word quantum, you'll love the first couple seasons of Star Trek Voyager.
And that's super exciting. I can't wait for the quantum financial system. I'm prepping in my own way. I hear the quantum financial system will be backed by gold and silver and stuff like that, and so I'm trying to keep as little.
It's an alien technology with the word quantum in it, but the aliens also back up their currency using gold and silver. The aliens are like, fiat currency? Crypto? What the fuck? No! Shiny metal! Shiny metal good! You hoard metal!
Little money as possible in dollars and just have it in assets or whatever. Anyway, I'm preparing for the quantum financial system, but I'll be making more videos of Majestic 12. They're my favorite source, and they say Trump will be back very soon. I 100% trust that. I don't think that in this case is disinformation, because I think the war is almost over. We've already won, and there's no point to trip up the enemy at this point. They can finally give out the release date, if you will.
We're already halfway through 2021. Can you guys believe that? And Peter's still on this! God, I hope after August he starts to question this, but at this point, I don't think anything's gonna pull him out. Mike Mack says, I thought future currencies were going to be weed, Peter. Man, Peter makes Peter Griffin look smart. Family Guy reference. Okay.
When Trump will return. So Trump will be back. My target is still August. I'm hopeful. What are the odds Trump will be back in August? Right now, I'm thinking like 66%.
Remember when he used to say 100% in August, and then he went to 99%, and now he's down to 66? Execute Order 66. Order 66 is just another day goes by with Peter's crippling depression. No storm happens. His parents are disappointed in him. Jilly Foo says, Peter makes my brain hurty bad. Me too.
What are the chances Trump will be back in the next 4 months? High, like 90%. What are the...
It's a perpetual state of 2 months maybe, 3 months definitely, no matter when it is. It's like a sliding time scale from the comic books, where like no matter what year it currently is, in DC Comics, Batman and Superman started fighting crime about 5 years ago. It's like that. It's always the present, and the storm is always 2 to 3 months away, no matter when you are.
Chances Trump will be back this year, 100% chance.
I'll see you in 2022, Peter.
Because as Trump has said, things have to happen this year. There is no 2022. If something doesn't happen this year, there is no 2022. It's game over for the Patriots. So Trump will be president again this year. And that's very exciting. And apparently World War III will remove Biden. I don't know. I want this to be a peaceful transition. And I recommend everyone be peaceful.
I want a peaceful dictator, okay? I want to install God Emperor for life, but peacefully. Because I live in a fantasy world where reality works like a movie. Princess Amelia says, so now we know the definition of very soon is never. Mike Mack says, you mean recon? And Blackwing Hecate says, what's going to happen when Trump keels over? Lots of delusion and copium. That's going to be amazing. Steve with a Q says, Peter, there is no 2020. It will stay this year until Trump comes back. Oh god, wouldn't that be great? He's like, no, here's the quantum calendar system the aliens use says it's still 2021.
Peaceful, but sounds a little concerning and scary to me. But quantum financial system is coming. Trump will be president again very soon, so I'm a happy camper. I'm excited. Let me know in the comment section, how do you think how do you interpret very soon? Is it like a month, a 2 months, 3 months, a year? How do you interpret very soon?
Someone please give me hopium, is what he's screaming desperately. Blackwing Hecate says there is no president problem in bossing, say.
I've seen game companies say, the video game will be released very soon, and it's released like 3 years later. I don't think that's the situation. I think very...
Again, this is the level we're operating at, folks. Well, this attempted coup situation is clearly like when a video game gets delayed, so let me draw comparisons from that, because I'm an adult whose only frame of reference for plans getting put on hold is a video game release. Von Tuck says, the way Peter does odds, hopefully he'll never go to Vegas. Oh. God, honestly, if the storm is as much of a disaster as Cyberpunk 2077 on release, I kind of want to see it happen, just to see the shit show that would be.
Very soon means very soon, like within a month to 3 months max. That's what it sounds like to me. So I'm very excited. June is going to be a crazy month. ET Disclosure, Durham Report, Audit Bonanza. This is going to be an exciting next month. Mark my words. June is going to be very exciting. So I'm looking forward to sharing all the news with June. And June, my son's going to be born, so that's exciting too.
This poor kid. Andrew Patella says, alternatively, maybe the devs could pull an obvious alpha and have Trump stuck to the White House floor or something. Clips through the walls.
If you got this far in the video, I definitely want to recommend the CBD company that I'm affiliated with. I've tried these CBD.
Pyromancer says, hey, the month is pretty exciting, Peter. AMC doubled its value today. It sure did, and I cashed out. I made some money on the AMC one. I was pretty happy about that.
Oil, I really, really like it. I'm giving it to my wife who is pregnant. I can't make any medical claims about that because all medical claims have been patented by Big Pharma.
You already did make medical claims. It's so confusing to me how Peter thinks this works. He thinks that he can do false medical claims at the beginning of the video, and it's somehow separate from the... At the end, the pitch he does. It's not. He's still making those claims in the video.
And I don't want to get the company in trouble, but I'll just say I love this CBD oil medicine. It's the best CBD oil I've ever tried. Extremely high quality, 100% pure, no fillers whatsoever, and I love, love, love the CBD oil. And they have a bunch of other amazing CBD products. My top 2 favorites are the CBD oil. Try to get the highest potency as possible, 1,500 milligrams. And then their coffee is very, very good. Definitely recommend their CBD coffee. It's so delicious and really gets your brain going. So check them out. If you buy some links in the description below, it's mydailychoice.com/help.
CBD is classified as a supplement, yes. Mike Mack says, Peter is Dory from Finding Nemo sometimes.
CBD, I will make a commission. Please donate. Please subscribe. Support me in any way that you can if you enjoy my videos. Thank you so much for the people who've been donating and supporting and sharing and liking. Like, it means a lot, especially with the big hit where they basically devastated and removed like 99% of all my income. They're trying to censor me. So every single dollar that people have been donating.
This is so funny too, because Peter's blaming everyone else for like him losing out on money when really what happened was he broke YouTube TOS and he continues to do so by supporting these election conspiracy theories amongst other things. And now, he's also going to lose out, although I think this will be for the best because it's an MLM, and I think overall he will lose money on it. But right now, he's breaking, I would imagine, the MLM terms of service by making health claims in the videos he's promoting them with. But also potentially breaking the law, which you aren't supposed to do. Don't do that, Peter. Jilly Foo says, Peter seems like he could be a genuinely sweet person if it wasn't for his cult and QAnon. That makes me kind of sad. Yeah. So anyway, at some point he'll probably have that taken away from him. Either this channel will get deleted or the MLM will kick him out if they hear about him making these health claims. Whatever. Worst case scenario, he actually gets in trouble legally for something like this. Though I doubt it, but who knows. And I guarantee he'd be like, I'm being censored. This is the deep state, when really it's just him making bad choices. It's emblematic of some of Peter's larger issues. I'll just say that. And Von Tuck says, not gonna lie, I do want CBD coffee now. Well, go try it, I guess, if it's legal. Wherever you are.
Is like a big...
I don't know, CBD's legality in different states. Dynamite Jellyfish Podcast says, little does Peter know that in August it won't be Trump, but Jeb Bush who becomes dictator.
Difference to me. That's like my bread and butter right now is donations. That's how I'm making money. So thank you.
CBD is
God
federally
bless
legal.
all you patriots who are supporting me through donation or through liking or sharing or sending me information. If you've gone this far in this video,
Someone asks, so CBD is stronger than regular cannabis? No. CBD is the non-psychoactive chemical element of marijuana, so it doesn't get you high. It can, for some people, have an anti-anxiety effect. It can have anti-inflammatory. Some people take it for some sort of pain relief. There haven't been a ton of studies, but some people like it. It doesn't make you high or anything, though.
Think you're a fan. If you want to contact me at healthsanctuaryfamily@gmail.com, and you can talk to me, ask me questions, send me information that you think is useful, debate me, challenge me if you think I'm wrong, and also let me know in the comments what you guys think. But I'm very excited. June is gonna be a crazy month, and I'm so excited for June. It's gonna be an amazing month. So many amazing things happening. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Cheer up, we have yet the 12th confirmation that Trump will be back this year, and it'll be very soon. It's like hints. Everyone's been hinting and saying the same thing. Trump will be back, and then now we have no hinting. When Majestic 12 said Trump will be back very soon, that was not a hint. That was crystal clear, not a hint, not a code, nothing cryptic. It's clear. Trump will be back very soon. Crystal clear. And I've been saying this for months, and everyone's come out and confirmed it, so I'm very happy. God bless all you. Thank you, Patriots. You're wonderful. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful day. And remember, Trump is winning, the Patriots are winning, and God is winning. All right, have a wonderful day.
I kind of wish Peter would either commit to growing a bearded mustache or shave it off. He's idling in a very uncomfortable area for me in terms of the amount of facial hair he has. I just wish he'd fully commit, one way or the other. I don't know. This makes me uncomfortable. Pyromancer says, we need 100 confirmations before anything starts to happen. Poor Peter.
Day.
So that's what Peter's been up to. Just being crazy, basically, in my opinion. Oh gosh, he has a link to the Majestic 12 Telegram. Let me go take a look. View in Telegram. Oh god, do I have to, like, download an app? Because I don't want to do that. Majestic 12 speaks. This is a Telegram account with 8,000 subscribers, meaning I have more YouTube subscribers than the Men in Black have Telegram subscribers. Shilling will not be tolerated, it says. Yeah, looks like you gotta download Telegram to see most of the page. And I'm not doing that. So let's take a look at the bingo card and see where we're at, shall we? Did he say deep state? Anonymous 4chan, 8chan, any other chan. I'm going to count that because Telegram is similar in the way that it's used by these people, so I'm going to say that counts. Kirthan says, oh, conspiracy shit reminds me. I had a dream where I was packing for the apocalypse, but also watching you on Twitch, Hannah, and you said my real first name instead of my username, and I was so confused. I wonder what Peter would say about that. I don't know. I don't know if he'd have an opinion on it. Okay, we'll go with the deep state, because he talked about, like, cabal and stuff, and that falls under deep state. Talking about aliens. Not how science works for the CBD stuff. Sure, I can count that. My research. Wow, this video really knocked a lot of things off bingo, didn't it? I think that's it. Did I see Peter's gun cult just bought 40 acres of land in Texas? I did see that. Peter claims he's not moving, though, so that's good. Okay, I think that's where we're at. How about this video from RV Truth titled, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton know the Earth is flat. Let's see the evidence. Air quotes.
When Donald Trump talks about Space Force and signing the executive order, he goes on and on about Space Force and how important it is. And then he goes on to say at the very end, towards the end, at some point in the future, we're going to ask, how do we do it without space? And that comment should, again, really be spotlighted. You know, within all the lies, they give us some truth. And a lot of people focused when
he's literally talking about, and again, Donald Trump's never the best with words. He's he has the best words. He does not have the best words. But, like, in that sentence, he's just saying, what would we do without space? It's an awkward way of saying space is important for the future of humanity in some ways. I do like the look Buzz Aldrin gives him during this speech, though. Blackwing Hecty says, is there a way to bring up the things that are ticked off? What, in the bingo sheet? This is the stuff. Aliens, Chans, the deep state, that's not how science works, and my research said not by a researcher.
this all went down initially on the funny faces Buzz Aldrin was making. Of course, you know, the world's a stage, and all these people you see here, they're Masons. And
Buzz Aldrin's probably looking at him like this because I'd imagine Buzz Aldrin has probably met every president since he went to the moon. If I had to guess, I could be wrong. If not all of them, he's met a great deal of them. And I really wonder in this moment of seeing Donald Trump as the president If Buzz Aldrin didn't kind of think, I almost died for this country. Jesus Christ. Things have really gone downhill since I went to the moon.
Again, it should be made clear that what Donald Trump is saying here is nothing more than mockery. And also, of course, with Hillary Clinton, supposedly bitter enemies with Donald Trump. But you look back in time and you see these photos. This is from 2005 with the Clintons at...
Yeah, and then he ran for president against her. Funny how that works, huh?
At Trump's wedding. You know, they supposedly hate each other. Give me a break if you believe that. And everybody knows Hillary Clinton in her speech is talking about breaking the glass ceiling. A lot of people think, oh, that's just referring to women, you know, achieving a certain level in society. No.
That is what that idiom means.
There's dual meaning. These are Freemasons, and they always are about the duality aspect. The exoteric meaning, that's for the general public to believe. And the esoteric meaning, that's for those on the inside, those that are involved with the occult. And the occult means hidden or secret. And that's the whole, again, occult meaning behind breaking the glass ceiling. Now, one thing I want to focus on as well.
We have Freemasons on the bingo card now. We didn't already have that, did we? Oops, wrong screen. Freemasons!
As I shown before years ago, is hidden messages in TV shows and commercials. Specifically, I'm sure many have seen this already with Homer Simpson breaking the glass ceiling, as you see here. And it's all symbolic again with the firmament above. I'm also going to play some new footage, one specifically this one commercial from India with the game of cricket, again breaking the glass ceiling. And also when it comes to Ichiro with baseball in Japan, the waters above. So without any further ado, let's get right to the video clips.
Security is going to be a very big factor with respect to space and space exploration. At some point in the future, we're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space? We're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space?
It sounds like he's saying we're gonna look back and say, how did we do it without Space Force? And he's misspeaking. God, Buzz Aldrin looks so uncomfortable. I swear, it seems like he got a call or something, like late at night, and he was, you know, he's an older guy, so he has a landline, and he picks it up and he goes, hello? And it's like a friend from the Air Force or NASA, who he's known for decades, and he's like, Buzz, what have you been up to? And they do a little small talk, and he's like, Buzz, your country needs you again, Buzz. And Buzz is like, oh God, what do you want me to do? And they're like, Buzz, everyone hates Donald Trump. He's starting Space Force, okay? Like, just come and stand next to him during the announcement. And Buzz Aldrin's probably like, that dumb asshole, really? And they're like, Buzz, it's for your country. It's for the legacy of space. Don't you want to be there during the announcement of Space Force? And he's like, all right, I'll go. And he shows up and he's like, maybe it won't be so bad. And then he has to listen to this idiot be the president of the United States. And he's trying. I'm sure he's trying to. But being near that level of stupid, it's probably pretty hard to hide your reactions. Pyromancer says, looks like hide the pain, Harold.
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully...
Do we have a chief of staff for Space Force? There is a, gosh, what's it called? The Joint Chiefs of Staff. Yes, I believe there is one for Space Force. Mike Mack says, man, America have a lot of people with mental issues. We sure do.
Sooner than we might think. Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you.
She's talking about becoming president or whatever. She's talking about the idiom breaking the glass ceiling, which is a common idiom for a woman getting to do something that previously women were not really allowed to do or succeeding in something that women traditionally have not been seen to succeed in due to barriers put in place by society or whatever. Tubeman says, you see, when they say girl boss, they're actually making references to the Masonic god Grillbotch, who drinks the blood of children. It's true.
It's got about 18 million cracks in it. And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now.
And it's true. Today, men and women don't share the field. But who knows about tomorrow? Because if the world needs to get equal, the bold need to get started. Everyone says this is a huge challenge. Of course it is. But you know what we say? Challenge accepted.
Aldrin voted for Trump? Okay, then his uncomfortability is very strange then.
The pitcher, steroid Santa Claus, kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back. And the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium. Oh, Simpson just broke this dream's reality wide open.
Okay, so within the context of that episode of The Simpsons, Homer is having a dream, thus the hot dog, taco, pretzel being the announcers. The sky shattering and it's indicative of the dream logic within this bit. It's supposed to be nonsensical because it's a dream a fictional character is having. Dynamite Jellyfish Podcast for 20 Bits says, is it really that hard to believe that Trump is just stupid? Why is it that conspiracy theorists who are for and against Trump think he's a super genius trying to tell us something? I don't know. Von Tuck says, Aldrin's reaction when expected crash against reality. Mike Mack says, someone using the idiom of shattering the glass ceiling, this guy, and I took that literally. I'm gonna skip past the clips because we all get it. We've seen fiction before.
The bell echoed.
Oh god, please tell me he's not gonna not talk for the rest of this video.
And what's happening, what's right.
There we go, okay. So, it's a little...
From Black Ops.
It's a gun thing for your Call of Duty gun.
It was released by PlayStation 4 just a couple years ago. Take a look at this scene. Unbelievable how they give us the truth in plain sight.
They're making fun of you! They're making fun of you! One Speedy Yoshi says, I've seen this episode. He dreams the ocean comes flooding in because he's sleeping outside in a hammock, and it starts raining, so water goes in his mouth while he's snoring. Also, this is you. There's a link. I do like purple.
And a lot of these fanboys with video games and NASA, they don't understand what's happening, what's right in front of their faces. Just take a look at here at the flat earth model in plain sight. It's funny, underneath it says, yay science. Take a look.
That's the joke. Congrats. You know, you see the joke. Woo.
Definitely 100%, as you can see, the sun and the moon flat earth model. And it says underneath here, the text acquired from the black market reserves. And again, yay science. Just mockery. And this is basically...
No, this isn't Call for an Uprising. This is RV Truth.
The biblical hanging over nothing. And so, again, they give us the truth in these places, just like this one video game that's, I believe, currently being developed. I'm not sure when the exact release date is. And it's called Solar Warden. And again, the flat earth truth in plain sight. And you see it
Flat
here.
Earth has become a pop cultural thing because it became a meme to make fun of flat earthers. Flat Earth being mentioned doesn't mean Flat Earth is real any more than seeing a unicorn in a thing means unicorns are real.
Here, it says here, experience the truth of Earth. And of course, the Flat Earth model again, the truth of Earth, again, mockery. Now, I find this very interesting here, where they show the Flat Earth, and this is a misrepresentation. Anybody that knows anything about Flat Earth knows this is all we have. We basically just have the Flat Earth with a dome.
Steve with the Q becomes the stream boss with 200 bits, and Mike Mack says, are we sure they're not the same person? Now that's the real conspiracy.
Deep space is nothing but a hoax. All we have is inner space. And what I find interesting is the dragon itself. It reminds me of this one scene which I've covered before in a video from Star Trek The Next Generation. Let's take a listen to the dialogue that is said here.
The course in ancient history at Starfleet Academy about the time when men still believed the Earth was flat. And that the sun revolved around it. And that if a ship sailed too far out into the ocean, it would fall off the edge of the world. Beyond this place, there be dragons.
He says, beyond this place, there be dragons. And of course, it gets back to this scene here with the dragon.
He was referencing the fact that on old-timey maps, unexplored areas or areas where, like, ships would go missing, they'd draw little monsters on them and be like, there be dragons or whatever. That's like a trope. They're talking about a thing that happened. It's not a conspiracy. KJ No, thanks for subscribing for 9 months. Says, hey, Hannah, been listening since Genesis. Keep being awesome, girl. Thank you. Our stream baby's name is Penelope Cruz. One Speedy Yoshi says, what conspiracy theorist would you want to be stuck in quarantine with during the height of COVID? In this hypothetical, you can't catch it, so they can't infect you. Probably Peter. Like, I think Peter would at least try not to be a dick. He would, but he'd try not to be. Blackwing Hecate says, I was going to say, are we sure they're not clones? 50-50. Blackwing Hecate says, Hic sunt Draconis. Mike Mack says, conspiracy theorists most really hate metaphors and fictions. They take them literally. It's very weird. Andrew Patella says, I looked into that trope. There's exactly one historical map with the words, here be dragons on it, probably in reference to Komodo dragons. More common was here be lions. And Blackwing Hecate says, here be dragons in Latin. Gotcha.
And as you've seen here, I just broke away from it momentarily. From the latest Star Trek series called Star Trek Picard, you see the breaking of the firmament, of course, mockery of God's firmament. And you see the star falling, the fallen stars, the fallen diamond from the sky. And it reminds me of this, of course, with Captain Picard. And again, the connection with Flat Earth. He mentions the Flat Earth. They talk about the Flat Earth. And I have no doubt whatsoever the name Picard, besides being 33 in numerology, is spelled differently than this Picard. This scientist Picard, Dr. Auguste Picard with the double C's from 1931 from Popular Science, where he mentions when he goes up 10 miles high and he sees a flat disc with an upturned edge. So definitely, the Flat Earth reference once again when it comes to the Star Trek episode with Captain Picard. No doubt whatsoever, the Flat Earth truth in plain sight.
Okay, we gotta go over the bingo card, because we already have so many. Okay. Cites a Flat Earth, obviously. Cites a study from the... Well, no, that was from the early 20th century, wasn't it? So that technically isn't from the 18th or 19th century. I'll count it. We get it. It's citing a really old study or something. Even though it's not a study, it's just an anecdote. I'll take it. I think that's it.
Once again, in the aspect of entertainment, just like this scene I've covered before as well, with this music video Korn. And just take a look here. As you see, this song called Coming Undone. And you see the firmament, the sky cracking, all in plain sight. Truth in plain sight. Once again, this is how they do it. Nothing's hidden in this world. They put the truth in plain sight.
And of course it goes to his typical They Live scene that he always plays. We get it. The earth isn't flat, guys, if you need to hear it today. Mike Mack says, why are these guys scared of Satan if God and Michael beat him once? I'm sure they can do it again. Well, God kills a lot of people whenever he does anything, and Satan makes God do stuff, so, you know. Fake sky. I think that's a pretty loose interpretation of what he's saying with the firmament, but sure, I'm feeling in a good mood today. Pyromancer says, the earth is clearly a pyramid. Where was that? What's next? Morok says, I know it's not flat. I've been playing Nocturne, which clearly shows it's a Dyson sphere. Alright. So this video, content warning, is going to have almost certainly homophobia, transphobia, etc. Probably not outright. It's probably going to be thinly veiled because this is a call for an uprising video. And it's Pride Month. And that means it's time for Call for an Uprising to get even more upset that gay people exist. So let's take a listen.
Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I know most of you are probably, well, if you do celebrate Memorial Day. I mean, I don't really celebrate any holidays, of course, except the one I'm about to talk about here. I actually, I like to, Memorial Day, have a burger maybe, that kind of a thing. But I've already gotten way beyond Memorial Day in my mind. And I know we're still hours away from the beginning, but I want to just get it started now because I'm so excited and anxious. So I've actually begun celebrating Pride, the whole month of June, Pride Month. So it's a really great month to celebrate, of course. It's a great, what's really great about it, other than the hijack rainbow, of course, I mean the beautiful...
He's so mad about the rainbow thing! Hydrate. Honestly, as a member of the LGBT community, the thing I'm proudest of is that we collectively were able to steal the concept of the rainbow from the Lord and Savior of the universe. Blackwing Hecate says, wait, Earth isn't a toroid? I assume that's a Pokemon. Von Tuck says, I wonder where Call is on the Kinsey scale. One Speedy Yoshi says, honestly, if Jesus wants to Thanos snap us LGBTQ people out of existence, that's fine. It's easier than living. Oh, disagree.
Beautiful rainbow, which of course symbolizes...
Toroid is a donut shape. Oh, I thought a shape was a Pokemon. My brain is broken.
Is God's promise, but I think what's really great about Pride Month is that these people who are oppressed for so long and dealt with so much, getting called names and things like that, just horrible, horrible things, that all of these brands have come out with these products, and I mean, it seems like they're so oppressed. We're going to go through the list right now, but there are USA Today released this article, 40 brands that are giving back for Pride Month. So most of you will probably want to stock up and buy some of these items. Get them under your Christmas tree this year.
Oh, he sounds like he's having a grand old time. Call, get ready, because every year your life is going to be gayer than the last. This is the least gay the world will ever be. It's just going to get gayer. Profane Priestess says, we stole the rainbow from God? Sounds like your God is a little bitch baby then. True.
All right, so let's take a look here. 40 brands that are giving back for Pride Month 2021. Looks really cool. So let's start at the top. A Tribe Called Queer. Okay, not sure who they are. Let's find out. This QBIPOC shop is based out of Los Angeles and offers affordable apparel and accessories year-round that celebrate LG. Oh, so year-round. It's not even just 1 month. So this is great. So this is, not only that, it's a host of variety of classes and workshops aimed at promoting inclusivity and celebrating the artistic projects of community members. So that's really great stuff. Then we move down here to Adidas. Adidas, the big brand. Adidas, of course, in on Pride Month. I mean, it seems really oppressed here. We got Adidas, excuse me. Now we have Apple. Everybody's familiar with our friends over at Apple, right? They got those Pride bands. Pretty neat stuff, huh?
He's just getting so mad sitting in computer and looking at a variety of rainbow products. Like he's fuming. He's like, oh God, God. He doesn't know what to do with his feelings. It's so good. Morak says, one more God. Rejected. Andrew Batella says, please repeat with me, fuck rainbow capitalism. One Speedy Yoshi says, watch until the end, it's hilarious. And there's a link. Yeah. And we're caught up.
Hey, we move down here. We got Banana Republic, Live with Pride. Those are their shirts. They're wearing Live with Pride, you know? Satan's favorite sin. I mean, pride. Bath and Body Works, love always wins. Right? Remember, Chris.
Freddy Yeti, thank you for the raid. Go check out Freddy Yeti here on Twitch. Sky Comet Fallen says, delicious chud tears.
Christians always get to just completely lost in love, and they think that it means tolerance as well. But anyway, sorry. Bath and Body Works, love always wins. Love and the okay. Then we get Bliss here. Bliss makeup remover wipes, celebrating Pride Month. We got Boombas or Bombas, no clue what they are. A pair of socks. Every pair you buy, they'll donate to those in need through the LGBTQZY organization. So that's really cute, huh?
I always find it cute when right-wingers think it's a dunk to try and pretend like they can't understand a basic initialism. They'll be like, the LGBTQIZLA, like, it's 5 letters. If, in the context of your joke, you're too stupid to remember 5 letters? 4 if you wanted to do the shorter version. Get a better joke that doesn't make you look like a dumbass. Dynamite Jellyfish Podcast says, let me sum up this video. It's an 11-minute video full of a full-grown man being passive-aggressive that people are doing things that won't hurt him. The Profane Priestess says, Sega is actually pretty cool. Where they're based, it's actually semi-dangerous to support gay people, and they always have. Well, that's good.
We got Bobos. We got Bobos with some artwork there. Really seems really oppressed. I mean, there's a Choose Love. Here we go. Choose Love. Okay. Choose Love shirt. Right.
Ooh, I actually like those shoes a lot.
Disagreeing, of course, is automatically hate, or actually just saying.
Yes, saying that you think that who someone is bad just for being them. Yeah, that's hateful.
Saying that get out of our face is actually hate.
We're not in your face, call. On your own free time, you Googled a list of these things for you to sit in a chair and seethe into a microphone about. If you want gay people out of your face, Stop Googling gay stuff so much.
Hate. Converse. We have Converse here with the almost.
I think I'm actually chuckling to myself at the idea that Call for an Uprising passive-aggressively or just outright aggressively Googles gay stuff enough that it screwed up his algorithm and it's like constantly serving him ads and suggested websites like about gay stuff, and he doesn't realize he's the reason that's happening, and it becomes a feedback loop. And he's just getting progressively gayer and gayer content on the internet constantly. And he's like, why is there so much gay everywhere all the time? Lily Love Stuff says, okay, screw rainbow capitalism, but those Converse are super fresh. I agree, I kind of want them. Morak Ben Eoth says, I live in San Francisco and have had to deal with people throwing cigarette butts at me just for walking around in a dress. Yeah, I think I'm a little oppressed. Just a little. Jilly Foo says, Call's blood pressure has to be through the roof during Pride Month. And Magic Lad TY says, if I remember correctly, Sega is one of the few companies in Japan that hires LGBTQ plus people and is the country's top safe workspace for them. That's honestly really cool.
Looks like a serpent rainbow on the shoe there. Wonderful job. Then we get Disney, right? Disney, of course. Just, you know, because it's important to let the children know about this and acceptance and teach them all about it. You know? That's just, welcome to 2021. Love Disney and showing your support for the LGBT. The Rainbow Disney Collection offers an assortment of vibrant face masks, just what your kid wants this year, t-shirts, stuffed animals, and more that could be great for the whole family. And by the way, if you haven't seen the video I did earlier today, I think a lot of you did not get the notification about there's a serpent in the...
Who is this person? Is someone in chat? Were you trying to talk to me about Jesus? I'm demonic? I am. Was it the horns that gave it away? Blackwing Hecty says, call me Tammy Anderson because I'm gonna take the red pill. I know, I saw you ban them, thank you.
Thumbnail, you might want to at least check it out just so you're aware, you know, about shedding. Okay? Wink, wink.
Oh no! He believes in the COVID vaccine shedding conspiracy bullshit. That's so sad.
I would definitely take a look. It's worth researching on your own, or, of course, check it out and go over to the website. We have Dr. Martens. Here, Dr. Martens, 1461.
Who calls Doc Martens Dr. Martens? What?
Boots are one prideful way to celebrate this year. Neato stuff. We have I Buy Direct. I mean, just look at all these companies. Fossil watches. I'm just scrolling. Oh, and we have trans, of course. The trans flag, which is great to see.
Blackwing Hecty says, Hannah, you're clearly the Google girl. Who is your Digimon partner? I don't know anything about Digimon.
Real, I mean, boy. Hold on.
Oh, he's gonna do a fake gagging bit.
Need some Malox.
What the fuck is Malox? Is that a medicine boomers took for indigestion?
Boy. Oh, excuse me. Don't know what got into me there. I think I must have had a uncooked burger or something like that. Then we got Gap. Of course, Gap, a big company. So lots of companies here. The Glow company. I don't know. I mean, do we have a lot of companies like this celebrating? I don't know.
Two Man says, hey, Hannah, here's a shirt from a trans artist. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Cougar Month?
Milk of magnesia for indigestion.
I mean, that's a thing that people are into. No? GDY. All proceeds of that candle go to the Trevor Project. Harry's Razors. Okay, so we got razors.
Morok Benny out says my Digimon is Lucimon. Not familiar.
Know what this is? Joanne. Pride Collection.
I like that his evidence for gay and trans and lesbian and bi people, like that there is no negative effects of these things existing in, like, society. Like, no one treats gay people poorly in society because look at all these companies trying to pander to you. I recognized, I think, 2 companies on this list. Disney, Converse, The Gap. Is The Gap even relevant in 2021? Again, none of this precludes or makes it so that people can't be harassed or discriminated against based on their sexual preferences or gender identity.
For your dog, get the...
Preferences isn't the right word, though. Why am I... Sexual orientation. Was blanking for a second.
Your dog all dressed up in the pride. The Lego, of course, which I covered, which not many people saw. The MAC Cosmetics. I mean, the list goes on. Madewell, Lisa... There's a lot of companies here for a press, really press group, so this is great to see.
Profane Priestess says, haha, trans people expressing themselves and being happy is icky. I'm not at all hateful, though. I just feel physically nauseous at the sight of certain human beings that aren't doing anything that impacts me. Right? This is why it's so funny when he tries to be like, I just disagree with them. No, you don't. What do you mean you disagree? You disagree with my existence? Then you're just a shitty person.
Native. There's no agendas here. Olay. Okay, for the ladies out there. I mean, and the men, of course. The men who want to put the facial cream on and groom their bodies. Go ahead.
This call for an uprising, not groom himself. Does his crotch just smell like someone sealed a diaper away 30 years ago in Tupperware, and then you open it up? Blackwing Hecty says, screw rainbow capitalism, but I appreciate Doc Martin recognizing how much their buyer base are queer women. Sure.
Sure. Nothing weird. Outplay, another...
Remember when metrosexual was a thing? Metrosexual, for when you're a straight man that's okay with taking showers. Jesus Christ.
Company is one of the best places to buy gender-affirming swimwear. Oh.
Are you a straight guy that takes a shower after you go to the gym? You're a metrosexual. Dude Spanking Dude says, I don't get why chuds think these companies are being progressive. Do they not understand that they're a business trying to sell shit? It's capitalism. I think they know. I just don't think they like the fact that... How do I put this? I've talked about rainbow capitalism before and how it's this interesting double-edged sword. And that I think... rainbow capitalism is indicative of an issue with the system that we currently live in, where societal validation, unfortunately, is sort of benchmarked often by how you are marketed to, meaning, like, how do I put this? Society sees companies trying to sell you things specifically based on your identity or demographic as, oh, that's a legitimate group of people that exist. Does that make sense? It's really fucked up, and it's gross, but also, we need to change the system, right? Not just not have gay stuff get sold. So, considering we are under capitalism, I would prefer there be rainbow capitalism as opposed to there be no gay representation under capitalism while we work to change the system itself from being so... predatory. I don't know. I get that might be a spicy take, but that's just how I feel about it. Feel free to disagree, that's fine.
Oh, interesting. Let's read about this. For gender-affirming swimwear, Outplay is a great place to shop, offering binders with a range of compression fits, board shorts, and more to suit those in the community. You can shop the brand's Pride collection right now and explore new ways to show your support or consider its sportswear collection, which boasts a mix of t-shirts, sports bras, pants, and other apparel. Sounds exciting stuff here. Whoa! Oh! No! Oh! Sorry, a bird flew into my window. Oh, man, I gotta just keep going here. Sorry. Whoa.
Fast Lunacy says, some of these companies are queer-owned, so the owners are just attempting to provide a way around discrimination oppression. Cole doesn't understand that because he's too busy trying to thinly veil his hate. He's not doing a very good job.
We got pop sockets.
Oh, actually, I have a pop socket. It's a macaroni and cheese.
Pop sockets, okay. Just, wow. Sorry, still recovering here. Reebok. You ever see a bird fly anywhere? It's scary.
That's true. I did say cheese. Whoops. That's on me. Put it on the bingo card. Oh, I'm out of... Hold on, I gotta add another... Gotta add another bingo thing. Where is the bingo thing? Hannah mentions cheese. Blackwing Hecate says, I have a pop socket. It's Black Suit Spider-Man. Nice. I like them. I think it's very convenient. Will Kale with a bingo. Let me take a look. Illuminati, 4chan Anonymous, Free Space, My Research, Hannah mentions Cheese Hot Pockets. That is a winner. I shall gift you a sub. So that is the winner for today of bingo. We're going to continue playing for fun, but that's the official winner. Just waiting for it to go through. Cool. That should be, at ya. So congrats, Will Kale.
Whoa, my eyes will never be the same. My eyes will never be the same. Cole, get those eyes checked. Man. Plenty of optometrists out there, right? All these celebrities are big optometrists. Maybe they can come check my eyes. I don't know if they're ever going to be the same. Is that blood coming out of my eyes? Could be. Boy.
How much exploitative, let's just put it, adult material showing trans individuals do you think Call looks at daily? Because he feels like the type of person who probably, let me just say, doth protest too much. Weirdly, if you ever actually do go on 4chan, it's the weirdest mix of homophobes and transphobes, but if you go to the sections of the site that are there for, like, adult material, like 30% of it involves trans women. Some of it involves trans men. Just really weird. Really, really weird, the demographics of people who tend to be the most homophobic and transphobic. They tend to sort of objectify members of the community. I think it's real bad. Blackwing Hecate says, all of it? Blackwing Hecate says, D has a weird relationship with trans women. I'm not sure what board D is. I don't know the board names off the top of my head.
The bird's okay, folks. The bird's okay. Reebok. Okay, so Reebok and Adidas. We got Skagen, whatever that is. Just another watch. Get it on your wrist there. Soon to be.
Oh, I missed your bits. I'm sorry.
Sway Sosha.
Let me go get the bits. Gay people are legal currency. We accept MasterCard, Discover, Visa, and you. That's cool. How much am I worth?
Shop. Cool, neato stuff. As you could see, some woman holding a pillow with, or man, I don't know, but giant claws. I guess those are fingernails these days. Target. Of course, Target. Love is love. Is that a sentence? Love is love. And guess what? Hate is hate. All right, we got Tiva. Look at these sandals. Those are tall sandals. Might trip. Be careful. Don't want you to have yourself an accident in your Pride sandals there. Tommy Boy X. Okay, this is tough too. Tommy Boy X. Keep going there. Toms. Okay, whatever that is. UGG. I covered this with Lil Nas. UGG, right? This article from USA Today says, we're obsessed with UGG Fluff Yeah slides. And for Pride 2021, you can snag a new pair of cozy rainbow hood slides in your collection. The disco stripe slides are new this year, and the brand new will donate $25 per pair for those purchased directly on the site to GLAAD, up to $125,000. Awesome stuff.
Blackwing Hecate says, D is weird porn. Technically, it's alternative hentai, but that functionally means weird porn. Gotcha.
Boy, that pillow behind him kind of looks, yeah, that's nothing strange there. I love how they just put that in here on USA Today. The pillow, yeah, no, it's just my...
Wait, what about the pillow? Is it because it's, like, cylindrical? Is his brain telling him that this pillow is a penis? Because I feel like he thinks the pillow is a penis. 0M80 says, you're worth half a Dogecoin. Okay. Better than I thought.
Strange there. I love how they just put that in here on USA Today. The pillow, yeah. No, it's just my imagination, I guess. Welly X P flag. Guess, Welly is offering a special Pride-themed bundle. Okay, no one's interested in that company, Pride or not. Oh, what? Wild Fang.
D-Zog, thanks for subscribing with a 5-month streak.
Boy. I can't even crack a joke. Just gonna keep going. Zenny. 1-800-Flowers.
Oh, look at those flowers.
These actually naturally grow, folks. I grow them in my garden myself. I'll give you if you guys want the seeds, I got them. You won't imagine what the seeds are. It's a cross. You cross 2 certain seeds together. Right? It ends with men and it begins with C. Right? Isn't that cool? Pride rainbows. You could send them to your loved ones. I love it. So we're kicking it off with a bang. I thought everybody out there would be super excited. I know you all are. So I'm starting it, and I'm glad these companies have come out and started it. I hope you guys are too. I think it's going to be a wonderful month. Hopefully the weather holds up for our parades all around the country, and keep supporting everybody. Keep supporting, and this is, you know, they're a press group of people who really need support. They don't get enough. There's no celebrities that support it or are of that nature, preference, you know, that's sexual orientation. Nope. So it's a good month to raise awareness because no one's aware they exist. Sorry, I didn't just throw something, did I?
He's mad. Blackwing Hecty says, Uggs, winter boots for people who live in places who don't experience winter. Von Tuck says, I wonder if guys like this experience any actual joy, or does he get all his endorphins from the rush of getting enraged all the time? What a terrible life. Speedy Yoshi says, don't tell Call about what florists do to make flowers look like certain companies. His head would explode. Blackwing Hecty says, he seems to be slipping into Call for a rainbow. Cringes to death. And Stromboli for Wi-Fi says, feel free to read between segments.
Yes. No one's aware they exist. No one, you know. So we need this month to focus on that, focus our attention there. And that's what I'll be doing. So I hope you guys will be joining me. And again, I hope you guys will be joining me on my website at callforanuprising.com, which is $2.99 a month. Of course, there's more serious content there, but sometimes you just need to express yourself, you know? So happy Pride to everyone out there. Thank you to the Patreons. Tomorrow's June. It's going to be a huge month. I'm sure my channel will be deleted. But hey, make sure you sub to my other one, because I'm not going anywhere. Pfft, give me a break. I thank you guys for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.
He's a little salty.
If you've ever
Oh my god, he uploaded a new video 7 minutes ago.
If you've ever
Jesus. He's a content machine. Good lord. So yeah, Call for an Uprising is basically mad that it's Pride Month, and like I said, enjoy this month, Call. This is the least gay the world will ever be. It's only getting gayer every day. Ugh, what's his new channel? I don't know. One Speedy Yoshi says, remember when people were upset because Nick said SpongeBob was ace, even though he is? Steven Hillenberg said so. Yeah, because sponges reproduce asexually. So he decided SpongeBob was asexual. Call being angry is as satisfying as Marcel being angry. Almost as much. Yeah. Princess Amelia says, Call. No, I am not mad. Now, what will we take a look at? Hey, just for the bingo space that we never get to fill, how about this video? Nibiru discovered in ancient texts recently translated.
Hey everybody, Rex Bear League Project. How the heck are you?
Which means, for the first time in I don't even know how long, maybe ever, we get to add Planet X Nibiru to the bingo card. We did it! Hold on, I just gotta get... Where is the correct image? There we go. Planet X, Nibiru, we did it!
Beautiful day out here today in southern Colorado. Sunny 1 minute, raining the next. And we're going to talk about it. So I have been reading through ancient cuneiform tablets.
Oh, he reads ancient cuneiform. It's convenient. 74 Quinn 74 says, so I went to name change court last week. He was a judge and said your name's legally Quinn, bitch. Nice.
Via Oxford University. They've got a website you can read approximately 400 or so.
Is his house on fire? Do you guys see that smoke? Stromboli for Wi-Fi says, messed that last one up. Anyway, I learned something recently. 1, my baby cam gives notifications if it reads motion in my bedroom. 2, my mother-in-law saw a notification that there was motion on camera despite the fact that she was babysitting. 3, she saw me saying hello to my prostate when I was home alone and the notification went off. 4, I have no shame because when my wife confronted me about it, I wasn't even embarrassed. Oh my goodness. Why? No! Ah, God! Alright.
Of these tablets, and I found 3 that describe Nibiru. So, have you heard of the investment treadmill? It's where you save and save and save and save for retirement, and that retirement savings that you do now isn't going to be worth much when you retire. You need to make money work for you. A lot of people will have the money that they need before they retire, and it doesn't work right for them. Opening a gold IRA gives you an instant cash injection, and it gets your returns soaring. Gold, likely to reach $2,500 an ounce this year. Now is the time to give Noble Gold Investments a call. 1-877-646-5347. If you let them know Leak Project sent you, you will be gifted a beautiful 22-karat gold American Eagle coin at no additional cost. And this is for all qualifying 401s and IRA. By Zachariah Sitchin. I know for any of books, How to Get Out of the Rat Race. You'll be glad you did.
The Ineffable Effort, thanks for subscribing for 2 months, says Happy Pride Month. Thanks for the distraction from my top surgery recovery. Well, I hope the surgery went well. Good for you.
Nibiru, are they the same? Well, it depends on what you think Nibiru is. But these tablets go back thousands of years, and they have no connection with Zachariah Sitchin. So for anybody that thinks the Anunnaki are a made-up term by Zachariah Sitchin, I would recommend doing your research. I've only read half of one book by Mr. Sitchin, and it was The 12th Planet. And when I got to the part about the May, or the me, I disagree with him on that. But, you know, I mean, I don't think there's anybody I agree with 100% all the time. What's fascinating, though, is there are a lot of translations in his books that seem to parallel what we'll find here on Oxford University's website, which is ETCSL. So the first one that I'm going to read to you is called A Praise Poem of Anam. The second one is Tablasaw's Journey to Nibiru. And the third is Enki's Journey to Nibiru. So fascinating reads. And then I found another connection. If we were to look at this ancient Babylonian, ancient Sumerian tablet, ancient Sumerian tablet, A Praise Poem of Anam, it is very similar to a Celtic phrase or concept, which is referenced Anam Kara. Anam Kara is a phrase that refers to the Celtic concept, nanu, of the soul friend. So Anam is soul, Kara.
I agree. This is boring. We got the Nibiru. That's all I needed.
In Anna, who cherishes
Fuck this video.
Anna.
What else can we do? How about Bob Larson? Let's check in on our favorite real exorcist, Bob Larson, in one of his most recent videos from May 21st, Murder Demon Manifests in Civil War Slaveholder. Murder demon. Civil War slaveholder. Okay.
The torment of Christ. A little prelude to what's going to happen tomorrow.
Is he snoring? Oh, I'm very intimidated. One Speedy Yoshi says, Civil War slaveholder. This can go a couple ways, none of which are good. And, Kyath, thanks for subscribing with Prime. During Bob's seminar, a man at the back of the room mocked what was being said. Bob recognized him as someone he had met before and was scheduled for a personal one-on-one encounter the next day. D-Zug said, getting, gynecomastektomy, male breast removal, and tummy tuck on Monday. This is after losing 150 pounds via gastric sleeve. Well, congratulations. I hope everything goes well. And Lily Love Stuff says, oh man, I had an Uber driver who was told he was a quarter Anunnaki and could get UFOs to show up by communicating with them. Favorite Uber driver after the one who was cousins with Jamala's husband?
You, come here. Come here. I met this guy, December. This lady brought him to see me. He's got an appointment scheduled with me tomorrow. I just want to make sure we can do what we need to do tomorrow and taking care of this thing that showed its ugly face tonight. Who are you that mocks the man of God? Keep your eyes open and look at me. Who mocks the gospel of Christ? What's your name? What is your name?
This guy isn't so good. You can tell when they're not good at improv because it takes them longer when they're like, what's your name? It'll take the ones who are bad at improv longer to make one up or think of what would make sense in this context. EO80 says, I can do an amazing demon growl. I think I know where I should search for a job.
The grunting and groaning is not an answer. What is your name? Hatred!
Did you just say hatred? That's not a name!
Murder is always there with hatred. So let's talk to murder.
Let's talk murder.
I didn't meet you before murder. You were hiding.
Wow.
But you can't hide anymore. And whatever it is we're going to get tomorrow, you're going to get out of the way now. Do you have legal authority to this man? Answer me, murder. Do you? Yes. What is it? You have to think about it for a minute. Who murdered? How many generations?
Oh, this guy's really bad at improv and coming up with stuff on the spot. Bob needs to start vetting these people, okay? Fill out a little form, like a resume, before you come in. How are your improv skills? How are your song and dance skills? What are we going to involve in this exorcism for my YouTube channel?
I'm an impatient man.
3 years of tap and 1 year of modern dance. You're hired! Morok says, I know these are all probably set up ahead of time, but part of me wishes I could get into this situation just to F with him. Put out the old Panzu, the demon from The Exorcist. Oh, Pazuzu, rather, I'm sorry. And just tell him stuff like, your mother sucks cocks in hell.
I'm going to strike you with the sword of his spirit. How many generations?
The real flex is if you bring a cage of locusts in and release them into the room. I am Pazuzu.
4. Where? What country? What place? What time?
Georgia.
The state?
Yes.
What country? Atlanta, Georgia. Well, that's not... Okay, a state isn't a country, but okay.
Is this Civil War?
Leading question. There's an entire history of the state of Georgia, but the first thing that comes to Bob's mind, because his favorite movie is Gone with the Wind, that's my headcanon, is Georgia. So he's decided, well, Georgia, word association, Civil War, are you a demon from the Civil War? Tea with Goblin says, okay, but imagine if the actor was using a growly demon voice, but instead had a cutesy baby voice, just sweetly squeaking out random Latin like a possessed Care Bear. I'd be more entertained by that.
Is that the time? Yes or no?
Yes.
Just one of these episodes, I want Bob to pull out an actual flaming sword and, like, cut a guy's head off. like they're not cooperating, and it starts to morph into a real demon, and Bob's like, alright, we got a stubborn one! Long sword, ablaze. Dead before the head even hits the ground. Bob, Demon Slayer.
Which prison? Which prison?
Bob needs to start incorporating fake blood. Or real, honestly. Anything to spice up the act, you know?
Augusta! Augusta?
Why do I think people want to be exorcised like this? I think certain groups of people, especially those raised in really, really religious belief systems, evangelical in particular, where this kind of thing is, I don't know if common's the right word, but part of the culture, or Pentecostals or something like that, they'll start to get into patterns of behavior where they're like, I have this shortcoming, I have this bad quality about myself, and instead of taking personal responsibility, or at least trying to really figure out mentally where that bad habit or behavior pattern is coming from, they'll go to the default answer spiritually, which is, it's a demon. I'm not a bad friend because I'm inattentive and don't, check in with people. It's a demon. I don't sleep around because I just enjoy, sleeping with other people or whatever, consensually. It must be Jezebel, a demon, you know what I mean? Basically, they look for some outside supernatural source for their problems, and they hope that this meeting with Bob or whatever will just excise them literally of their demons, both literal and metaphorical, and that they'll have this clean slate and then they can go home and just be a completely different person. Unfortunately, that's not really how substantial change happens in someone. It's a lot of hard work to change your behavior. I know that from personal experience, but it is possible, which is why it makes me sad seeing these people looking for an easy fix instead of going through the difficult process that is, like, trying to be a better person. Morok says, I was raised evangelical, and I went through several exorcisms due to my bipolar and paranoid delusions. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm really sorry they put you through that.
Who murdered, the gray or the blue?
EO80 says, this reminds me that the new Conjuring is based on a really weird possession story. Looks interesting, maybe. Okay.
Who murdered the gray or the blue?
The gray.
Who did he kill?
Babies.
Who'd you kill? Babies? I don't know, I didn't get their name. They were babies.
What?
Stop.
Stop what? The progression! Black babies? Yes.
Oh, he's a racist demon. That's rare.
Slave babies? Yes. Why? To cover up his sin? They deserved it. They deserved it. Why?
See, Bob was leading him to cover up his sin. The implication as the instant stooge in this scenario, the place he's trying to lead your performance here is, oh, he assaulted his slaves, and these were half his babies, and he wanted to kill them to hide the fact that he was sleeping with the slaves or whatever. That's clearly the narrative Bob is trying to push him down. But the guy didn't pick up on that because he's probably not all that intelligent based on the interactions that I'm seeing right now. So he's just like, they deserved it? He's just an evil, racist demon. Pyromancer says, as long as they weren't animals, then vegan teacher is fine with it. Yikes.
Because they weren't human? Where did these babies come from? Were they his babies?
See, now, okay, see, I can pick up what he's laying down. If I was an immoral person, I'd be a very good person for him to bring up, because I could pick up on whatever bullshit demon narrative he wants me to go with.
Didn't answer the question. Were they the babies of this man's ancestors?
Yes!
So he covered up his crime.
Yes!
I divide soul and spirit. Look at me. I divide soul and spirit. I go back 4 generations. I want the slave owner who murdered the babies to look at me. You did it because you could, right? Yeah. They were.
Now I'm just imagining, instead of this frumpy middle-aged guy from the 21st century, in my head I'm removing him and putting in an old-style plantation guy from Georgia casually standing there. Yeah, sorry. I killed those babies. Wamp wamp.
Yes. What's your name? What is your name? I want the name of the slaveholder.
You've already been over
What is your
this. You
name?
can't
Look at
think of
me.
a name.
What is your name?
Leonard.
Leonard. Don't you find it rather strange that suddenly you're looking at somebody who's dressed a bit differently and looks a bit differently from your world and knows what you did? God wants to forgive you, Leonard. God wants to forgive you for your evil. If you call on Christ, he will. Look at me, Leonard. Do you want to be forgiven? Yes. Say, God, forgive me.
God, forgive me.
For hiding my sin.
For hiding my sin.
By killing innocent babies.
By killing innocent babies. And their moms.
And their moms.
Sorry, the Flat Earth troll from earlier is messaging Baja, and it's just crazy. Wow, that is quite a troll.
Set on fire!
Set on fire. Say, God, forgive me.
Daddy Sume says he found something for me.
An African.
Oh, that's their about?
Represents the people
Gotcha.
who were treated as human cargo and brought to do your bidding. And you abused them
Oh god, wait, did Bob go to the audience and be like, let's find a random black person for you to apologize as, since you are, in fact, a slave owner, child murdering demon ghost? And Bob was just like, you're a black person. Here, we're gonna have this guy apologize to you. Ah! That's not how anything works. What's this lady supposed to be like? Oh, you're a man. Because think about it, in this scenario, she is talking to, within the reality that they have constructed, she is talking to the ghost demon of a slave owner and someone who murdered babies who were slaves. And he's supposed to be like, I'm sorry. And she's supposed to be like, it's cool. No! If this were a real scenario, why would she be like, it's cool? Be like, no, fuck you! You fucking ghost! It's not even just a ghost. It's a racist child murder ghost. If there's anyone who doesn't deserve forgiveness, it's the racist slave-owning child murder ghost. Slave-owning child murder ghost is canceled, okay? I feel very safe saying that. Bumble Homestead, thanks for gifting a sub.
What I did. I forgave you.
Oh no! She forgave the slave-owning child murderer ghost. Oh. Life is too stupid to exist. Oh no! Ooh, don't hug. And that's all it took for a racist slave owner from before the Civil War who murdered slave babies to hug a black woman. That's all it took, was Bob being like, that's not good. Don't be a racist. And the ghost was like, you know, my whole life I was racist and owned other human beings and murdered their babies. But you're right, I should just stop. Daddy Sume says, don't king shame the race play. Oh god. Blackwing Hecate says, fair to say that Hannah almost dies of laughter. Yeah, sure. I'd say that does it.
Say, God, take me to your peace.
God, take me to your peace.
Forgive me, Leonard, for what I did.
Forgive me, Leonard, for what I did.
Close your eyes.
Worst play ever. Agreed.
Ask Christ to come and take you to his presence in peace. Get up, murder. Murder. Get up. Murder! Has the curse been broken? Has it been broken? Yes! Do you have any right to be there now?
No. No.
Robert Morley 260 says, hello, Hannah, and all your bits sugar daddy is here. Keep up the good work. Thank you for 5,000 bits. I appreciate that. EO80 with 20 says, what he got forgiven. However, murder is still illegal, and in Georgia, that's the death penalty. I always wonder if it's a day that I'll be blessed by Robert Morley and his excessive bits gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Murder.
I'm murderer.
Lift the curse. Lift the curse.
Lift the curse.
4 generations.
4 generations.
No, I want Murder to say it. Murder, you say it.
I need to curse!
A 4th generation!
A 4th generation!
Bloodshed.
A bloodshed.
I have no right.
See, now the racist demon ghost is mad again. Do you think the lady regrets forgiving them? Baycop 2027 with 100 bits says, is this guy doing like an old school religious grift, or is he delusional? I would say grift. Thank you, Goth Geek Gaming, for saying I look lovely. Robert Morley with another 100 bits says, was busy charting AMC. I made some decent money on AMC today, too. So, pretty happy about it. I sold the majority of my shares in AMC today and moved them to some other stuff. That's more long-term, so good day. Hydrate, will do. We're on a hype train, also. Innsmouth Swim Team says, fishy biddies for the Tinfoil Queen. Princess Amelia says, is this the worst Bob Larson exorcism we've ever seen? I think for several reasons it is. Yeah, I would put this at the top of bad Bob Larson exorcisms. This is pretty bad. E-Tune 2350 with 100 bits. Fryserburn with 100 says, hype train choo-choo.
I have no right
To this man.
this man.
Say, I receive
I receive
the judgment
the judgment
of God
of God
with my kingdom,
with my kingdom,
death and destruction.
death and destruction.
Come on, Murder. Come on, Murder. Come on. Come on, Murder. Look at me, Murder. Say, we go.
We go.
Two.
Two.
Murder, say it. Murder, you say it.
We go.
Two.
We go to
The pit.
the pit!
Come on, help me out here. Go.
Cardlock Moses with 100 bits says, for the hype. Thank you. And they all buy it. They're all like, yep, that seems legitimate. Here's more money, Bob. Daddy Sume says there's 100% some kink play here. I hope not. 49% to level 4.
The battles we fight tomorrow. To see this man delivered and set free in the calling of God, restored to his life, the purpose and destiny for which he was created to be realized. In Jesus' name. Give him a hand.
Your financial support and prayers make it possible for us.
So that's Bob doing Bob stuff. That's probably it for Bob for now. But interesting. Bob, I want to tell him to stop, but I'm too entertained. So keep it up, Bob. Robert Morley 260 with 2,500 bits says, let's get the hype train going, bringing us to 45% of level 5. And Daddy Sume with 20 bits says, okay, now check out my tweet, Hannah. Alright, I will. I hate you. Pyromancer says, hype bits, and have you tried putting the hat on Lupine or Cassia? I have not. That's a cute duck. Morok with 20 bits, or 60 bits says, hype bits, I guess. Thank you. 49% of level 5. Chicken Side-Eye with 100 bits says, quack. Bardlock Moses with 1,000 bits, thank you. 86%. Innsmouth Swim Team wants me to time out Daddy Sume, which Halloween Town did. So great. Take that, Daddy Sume. Princess Amelia, thank you for gifting a sub, bringing us to 100% of level 5. We've done it. We did it. Level 5. Thank you, everyone. Hydrate. Okay. Let's see Nathan Thompson's next Flat Earth World Tour video. Let's see, where is he? Actually, not sure. I guess the video will tell us. Riotous Bunny Queen, thanks for subscribing with Prime.
I'm just saying, though. Glad an A sings. Look down, yeah. Everything is shut down. They're looking up now.
All I have in this world is the Flat Earth and the Clown World Tour with Nathan Thompson, man. Do you understand?
It's interesting.
Trust is plan. Yeah, I've been redeemed by the Son of Man.
It's gonna blow your mind.
Bruised, healed, but the battle's won before it even started. Healing is
They're not easy to get. They're super rare. Check out a flyer. We're flat earthers. Cool. Everyone is. People just think they live on a ball because they were taught in school. Hey, have a wonderful day. I love the dog, though. Yeah, I love your outfit. You're gorgeous. Bye. Have a good day. Those dogs? NASA's lying to the kids, bro. I've been testing Earth for 5 years with like high-power zoom cameras, telescopes. There's no curve on large bodies of water.
My research said not by a researcher on the bingo card, which I think we already had, but...
Anyone can test it themselves. Or we could give NASA $52 million a day and they could just keep showing us cartoons of space. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got
do
a flyer
like
if anyone's interested.
cartoons.
Could I give you one? Bro, grab one. Check me out on Instagram, dude.
Is this the guy who was talking to
Knowledge
kids
is
last
its own
time?
reward, you know?
He talks to kids a lot.
Yeah, be blessed, bro. Have a good day, guys. Looking sharp.
Have a good one.
Well done, Flatter Day. Horizons, a horizontal line. Extends from left to right.
When you cut an onion, right, there's chemicals inside of it that want to go to the greatest body of water. They'll find your eyeballs because there's really nothing else unless you put a wet napkin next to them. And they'll go to that instead.
Oh, wow.
So that's where I find my flaw in flat earthing. My daughter's grandfather is a flat earther.
Really?
Yeah. I'm studying to be a nurse, but I've been studying medical. Obviously, taking care of that animal.
Yeah.
This is what I do with my life. I've been doing it for 20 years.
She's too quiet, guys. I can't hear her. One Yoshi says, I feel bad for his dog. Also, if I got his flyer, I would tear it up in front of him and walk away. I know he'd follow me, but I would just try to ignore him. Also, does he genuinely not know that when people take his flyers, they're trying to be nice? I don't know if he does.
As much as you would like to convince me, I would like to help you.
A lake's not looking for another lake.
Unless you attach it to another lake.
Okay, but still, the water's still level.
The surface would be level.
Unless you attach it to something else. History of your body.
Okay. I can't deal with that. Let me see if they got any other videos recently.
What's up, Kraken? How's everybody doing out there?
Did he say, what's up, Kraken?
Sorry, I've been a little busy. Let me show you. Oh, yeah. In a world where I'm probably spinning about 700 miles an hour on a ball planting plants. Because I'm here in Virginia, so I'm not quite at the equator. So I'd say around 700 miles an hour. Planting plants on a spinning water testicle rock ball shooting, blasting through the universe at 32 times rifle speed. Or something crazy like that.
One Speedy Yoshi says, crack in. Kraken. Sidney Powell, oh no. Bardlock Moses says, is he wearing a sports bra? I don't know. If he was, it would be his business. Robert Morley says, check out the Hello Kitty sunglasses.
A little weed to get out. And been putting up a privacy fence.
It looks like he's just wearing a tank top.
Stack of wood. Bunch of old concrete. Woo! Been at it hard, fellas. I got a couple videos to put together. I just gotta do some editing. But here we go. Let's break it down to y'all. Why pay for nasty, polluted city water that has fluoride in it? No telling what else. Rainwater fills up this. Boom. Runs into here. Boom. That's 3. That's 3, amigo. And then I got these mammy jammies right here. This one fill up. Then this one fill up. I can close the valve. Boom, 2 more. See, I don't buy water, but I did get them up a little late, and it ain't raining in like 4 days, 5 days. I'm like, damn it. That's all right. As soon as we get a good rain, and it's coming, I'll be strizzy. All right. Don't worry, more videos to come.
I'm afraid that he thinks that filtering water is some sort of Illuminati conspiracy to hide nutrients from him or something. So I'm afraid he's just drinking stagnant water that sits in those barrels for way too long without being filtered. One Speedy Yoshi says if that's all the water he has, he can't say, well, he can just say he's not a metrosexual. Yeah, how is he showering? Lily Love Stuff says, Nathan Thompson, his friends, and Abby Shapiro all live in Virginia. It better be Virginia, Virginia, and not no Virginia, Northern Virginia, so we can maintain our northern supremacy.
And by the way, me and Nathan has 2 strikes on here that you know of, so 1 more strike, it's over.
Oh my god, if this channel gets 1 more strike, it's gonna get banned, and then Nathan will have nowhere to post his videos except maybe Facebook?
So I started another channel, only 6 subscribers. It's called Maintain the Change.
Maintain the Change. And he didn't link to it. Of course he didn't.
Just like be the change, but maintain.
We'll find that in a sec.
Capital for the first letter of each word, but this time spaces. Maintain the change. Peace out. No money, just subscribe so we have a backup channel.
Well, let's find the backup channel. Maintain the change. Could just be this. Yep, that's him. Maintain the change. Oh god, he's got so many videos already. Why?
In a crazy world where I'm stuck in traffic at the highest point on a bridge, and I look out and notice that it still is stationary and flat, baby.
Hey, could you, like, drive your car and not film? That'd be great.
Look at them flat waters! Look at them flat waters! Flat, baby. Flat. Like hot, flat pancakes, baby. Going hot, baby. Come and get your flat, hot pancakes.
Blackwing Hecate says he looks like one of my furry friends who's a bear. When you say he's a bear, do you mean he's a bear or his persona's a bear? Is he a bear and a bear? Because though he could be both. He could be a bear that is a bear, or he could be a bear that's like a wolf.
Just here at a local 7-Eleven around my neighborhood, and I gotta warn everybody, be careful, do not step in the sheep shit. Sheep shit everywhere out in this parking lot, be careful.
He's been walking around, and if he sees masks on the ground, he makes a video and he calls them sheep shit. Because sheeple. One Speedy Yoshi says, now I'm not saying the American educational system and mental health care failed us, but I'm not. Sky Comet Fallen says, oh god, another middle-aged white man filming in sunglasses with his phone from his car. It's my favorite genre. You meant his persona is a bear, but it's not inaccurate to describe him as a bear. Nice. I'm not sure if this will be interesting, but this is the same guy that did he's another flat earther who gets really, really angry whenever anyone disagrees with him. And I'm actually not even sure what this is about. It has something to do with him talking about a certain percentage of the moon that's not visible or something to the naked eye. I don't know exactly. But this is the guy that screamed, "There's no downward bias!" Remember that guy? Nathan Oakley is his name. So this is him.
Not unphotographable if you can see 0.8% of it. See how clear and concise I am? You can't refute that. The moon doesn't disappear when you can't see it. It's still there. End of story.
Perfect. I'll leave a pause now for you to provide evidence of the unphotographable moon. Go.
Jesus Christ. You guys literally listen to this guy every day?
That would not be evidence of the unphotographable 0.8% of a moon that you haven't provided. My concise summary of your argument you didn't back.
Dude, everyone here is so bored with this. I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself.
You are absolutely speaking for yourself when you describe being bored when being pummeled and not providing an unphotographable moon. That you made a claim that you can photograph 0.8% of something that cannot be seen, and then when pointing out that if it can't be seen, it can't be photographed at point anything percent because you can't see it, you then challenged by way of burden of proof reversal fallacy me to get a telescope, and then said it wasn't a claim you'd made, and also decried that it was important, not a big deal. That's the summary of what has happened here.
My claim is it cannot not be seen, and that is a negative claim. So it's your job to prove it otherwise.
Sorry, it cannot not be seen. So it can be seen.
That is a positive claim.
Yeah, you are thick as...
Galaxy Cat with a link.
You're just gonna talk.
I'm just gonna point out how you're stuttering quite a lot. I'm just gonna do that for you, as you don't provide the photographic evidence of the 0.8% you believe is there, but we can't see.
That was you said it was.
That was you stuttering, bitch. Enjoy my nuts. That's right, Globies. You will be reduced to the stammering fuckwittery of this buffoon when you're challenged to provide actual evidence of your claim. You will not be successful when you do this.
Well, that's fine.
And talk through what I point out to my audience.
This is Nathan Oakley's entire strategy, is he just brings people onto his show and berates them. And it's funny in a bad way, because like Nathan is utterly wrong and he's such a dick about it that it like turns back around and becomes really funny that he's so obnoxious and confidently wrong. Pyromancer says, this intro doesn't know what it wants to be, and the one Sweetie Yoshi says, ball busters, sign me up. Oh wait, never mind. D-Man and I was getting excited for a British dude doing it. Jesus.
That will not fly. You will also not be pandered to when you moan about how I don't allow you to talk through the concise teabagging you will receive here. No, you're stuttering and stammering and constant talking at the top of your voice while I close the line and make my point nice and clear and calm and collected. That won't fly, fuckwit.
He thinks he's clear and
I
calm.
will point out you haven't got any evidence and wait a short time when I ask you for the photographic 0.8% you haven't got, and wait for you to start chattering and chanting and telling me it's not important, asking me to prove the claim that you're not actually claiming anymore, or when I highlight the summary of the fuckwittery that's preceded your claim that you've also denied and demanded I make proof of. How concisely I can do that without missing a beat, you stuttering, fundy, globe-believing fuckwit clown. How do my balls taste, globe believers? This guy is you, were you to come here. Were the fundy muting tolerated on your channels, no one would get to hear how he's reversed the burden of proof, denied that it's of any importance, or denied that it's a claim at all he's making. That wouldn't be heard. The fundy muting would be tolerated on the neutral platforms. Here, I shut you bastards down and humiliate you based on the actual claims and lack of evidence you present here. In this case, he's come and told us we'll see 8% or 0.8% of a moon that can't be seen, And upon highlighting that, he chants and Fundy mutes me. Don't you, coward? Now stutter for me.
He gives a hell of a villain monologue, I'll give him that. Pyromancer says, because being concise is the only thing that counts when you're making a claim. Princess Amelia says, who's an edgy boy? Who's an edgy boy? This idiot's an edgy boy, and that's terrible. The Flower Girl 13, thanks for subscribing for 11 months.
Did you hear me, bitch? Stutter and stammer your way about a fucktard rebuttal. Go! Or shut down completely under the wrath of a flat earther pummeling you. Yeah? Shut down completely?
Are you
or decide that after shutting down completely, the best time to talk is when I'm mid-sentence pointing out how you've shut down completely. I think that would be the best time to talk, wouldn't it, Fundy? You may...
Are you done, son? Nope. All right, keep going.
What, teabagging you? Are you done providing no evidence of your claim that you were teabagged with? Would you like to bleat about how you weren't allowed to interrupt the constant and concise summary of your burden of proof reversal fallacy when you demanded I get a telescope? What for? To prove your claim? Why aren't you proving it? Surely your claim's sustainable with an actual piece of evidence, like a photograph. Oh, it's not. I would suggest you spend about 25 straight minutes interrupting me, maybe claiming that I'm a child, and flipping the burden of proof whilst denying that it's even your claim. How concise was that?
Everyone can see you're a child right now, just ranting.
Ranting? No, mate. Concisely summarising your position and the defence in regards to the argument you haven't made with evidence. That's what I'm doing.
Just let me know when you're done.
Let you know when there's a pause and no evidence being provided of the unphotographable moon. Maybe you need to know when I'm done when you start interrupting me mid-sentence. Surely I should tell you that I'm done mid-sentence because that's when you decide to talk. The prolonged pauses after you shut down completely, those aren't appropriate times to talk. The most appropriate times are when I talk. That's when you should talk. I should really tell you mid-sentence that I've finished, right? You fucking idiot. No, mate. I'll leave a pause now for you to provide evidence of the unphotographable moon. Go.
Sidosaurus says, who is this ass clown? Just got done with therapy. This is Nathan Oakley, flat earther and all-around a-hole. Pyromancer says, teabagging, what is this, 2004 Xbox Live game chat?
Jesus Christ, you guys literally listen to this guy every day?
That would not be evidence of the unphotographable 0.8% of a moon that you haven't provided, my concise summary of your argument you didn't back. That would be you ad hominem me and attacking my audience for listening to me summarise the pummeling of your argument and the lack of evidence that you didn't give us.
Apparently is the only thing.
So did he Fundy mute every word of that?
So by all means.
So Fundy muting me, deciding that that's your time to talk? Yeah, of course. So that pause then wasn't an appropriate time either. So I concisely summarised the demolition of your argument, and again you start talking mid-sentence when you sense that I'm going to humiliate you again. That's your time to talk, isn't it? Let's leave a short pause for you to provide evidence.
Dude, everyone here is so bored with this. I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself.
You are absolutely speaking for yourself when you describe being bored when being pummeled and not providing an unphotographable moon.
Just being overtalked constantly by you is boring, yes. So feel free to let me know when you're done.
Okie dokie. Thank you. I'll leave a pause knowing that you've now finished that statement and point out again for...
I'm skipping ahead.
...for about the 50th time that you made a claim that you can photograph 0.8% of something that cannot be seen, and then when pointing out that if it can't be seen, it can't be photographed at .anything% because you can't see it, you then challenged by way of burden of proof reversal fallacy me to get a telescope, and then said it wasn't a claim you'd made.
Princess Amelia says, this guy's pummeling and teabagging so much I can't help but take it sexually.
Decried that it was important, not a big deal. That's the summary of what has happened here. But you losing badly apparently is now boring? No, I've kept the show open. for a significant period of time.
Listening to you constantly over talking is boring. Listening to you not actually address the point is boring. Listening to you constantly misrepresent my side of things is boring. Listening to you constantly talking. Yeah, that's the definition.
Why are you scared of me and chanting through me? I'm in the middle of a sentence. Do you need me to tell you when I finished? That's what you asked.
This is the most annoying thing about Nathan Oakley to me, is he will constantly talk over other people and then accuse other people of talking over him, even though he does not give them the opportunity to speak. It's so frustrating.
Definitely didn't happen. Why are you chanting through me? Hello? Why are you chanting through
me? And
why are you chanting through me non-stop?
Shut up. Start talking about your balls a little.
Sorry, can you stop chanting, please? So, it's your positive claim that it can be seen. I know it can't be. It can't be. But your positive claim is that it can be. 0.8% of it, we've asked you to get a photograph of that. Not from any fake places.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And again, it seems he's reduced to a toddler. Like, belligerent interruption constantly. Why are you so scared of me? What's going on? Do you fear me this badly that you have to interrupt me while I talk? Second attempt.
Do you
Why are
fear
you so
me?
scared of me?
Sorry, I was going about this.
Why are you so scared of me? What's going on?
No, it can be seen. He's closed.
Sorry, don't tell me what you know. We're still waiting on a photograph that you attempted provide proof of invisibility of something. You want me to the end of the point? Rather than do the cowardly, stupid, dim-witted idiot. That's a positive assertion that you can see it. You.
Okay, that's enough of him. That's a clip he made himself, by the way, that he genuinely thinks makes him look good. So, that's cool. Zimsada says, "Shut up when I'm talking to you. Do you hear me? Answer me." And Baycop 2027 says, "The chances that Nathan incessantly worries about his penis size are 100%. And Baja says, "That dude was insufferable." I know. He's the worst. Maybe let's look at some posts from the Q-Anon, the Cult Headquarters subreddit, which is a subreddit that takes a look at stuff that the Q people are talking about. Okay, this is a post that says, "If stuff doesn't start happening before June 19th, I'm going to cut my dick off. I can't take this anymore." That's an interesting strategy. I hope Peter isn't on that same thought process. Here's one of them saying, "You know, I know you guys lurk here and jerk off. F you, you ain't saving shit. And in real life, you're all pussies, and I would wreck your effing face." Because they're mad that people are laughing at them. Oh, remember that time this sovereign citizen cried for Donald Trump and QAnon?
Please just pray for me. Please, somebody tag in Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump, please. I'm asking you. Please save me. Please save me. Please get these people away from me. In dear God's name, please stop these people. They're breaking.
And they pull him out of the car, as you'd imagine. Matt Gaetz inciting violence. That's just straight up anti-Semitism and deciding to, oh god, Holocaust denialism. Yikes. Flynn trying to cover up said he wanted an insurrection. Okay. Fuck that.
And hope all is well with your son.
One Speedy Yoshi. Oh, we got multiple. Robert Morley with 20 bits says, breaking, Windows breaking Donald Trump. One Speedy Yoshi says, so is he going to turn or... And eTune2350 with 1,000 bits says, yoink, and becomes the stream boss.
So, what a weekend, huh? A lot going on, right?
This is a show on Twitch called The Indoctrination. It is a full-on pro Q-Anon show that takes place on Twitch.
Let's see. Wendy Tremaine, Lockdown Victoria, Australia in the house. Hi, Marlena. Sorry about that, Wendy. We're seeing it very, very... It's gotten really, really bad in Australia. It's gotten really bad in Canada. Certainly gotten bad in places like, New York State. But before you do that, just wrap up all your preconceived notions, unconscious bias, your ego, your indoctrination, your programming.
The irony.
Whatever.
The sync is pretty bad.
And check out your show notes after the show. Make you think, oh. Okay. So here's the thing. I want you to just to kind of look beyond,
Is
right?
QAnon agents of the Reapers?
Okay.
No, the Reapers are more real than QAnon. Sorry. Okay. Well, do I want to do a quick chili juice? Why is the sync so bad? I honestly don't know. Because my Twitch isn't that bad, usually. Blackwing Hecty says we need Shepard to save us from QAnon. You hate Jilly Juice? I do too. Let's raid Altered Rin. Ooh. I believe I see a new hair color. Nice. Alright. When's the Jilly Juice mukbang? Oh god. Whatever day someone wants to come up and clean all the vomit afterward. Blackwing Hecty says all the flavors Jillian could be, and she chose salty. Alright, have a wonderful evening, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow for another stream. Maybe Chud Watch. It's been a bit since we did a Chud Watch, so probably Chud Watch. I'll see you guys then. Have a wonderful evening. You're all valid. Have a good night.